He's not as boring as I thought.
But I didn't. So here we go. What is up, Chat Gang? Be sure to blow your nose right into the microphone, please. Just that's that you normally can't. You normally gotta pay. You normally gotta pay for that kind of content.
You know what you should do right now, though? Go sub right now. Sub.
Well, likes, yeah, follows are free. You can you can subscribe if you want to give me real life money. If you want to give strangers on the internet real cash money. Ooh, speaking of, sub like this. Tier 1 sub for 4 years. I'd pay for that nose blow. And I just have to say, when I had my wisdom teeth out eating ice cream good, day after root canal, bad. So I had to put the ice cream away. But that's okay. Got ice in my cocktail, and we are ready to hit up. This is season 2. Well, technically season 3. If you've been following all of the Endless Elegy action all the way back to Milwaukee, which you haven't, you're here now, and that's all that matters. This is season 2 of Endless Elegy, Second City Blues, and I think our sort of 8-hour-long season finale really put the blues into the episode. Not that Sasha / Anne have anything to say about that. So who wants to hit us with our content warning? You know what, Michael, penalty flag. You're going to do our content warning real quick before we get into it.
Oh no!
Wow, because he can't He can't hold his nose. Sorry.
Well, it's really that he didn't give us the full blast into the microphone. Really, make us as ASMR as possible. You know,
that could still happen.
He's still the hero of this game.
It's true.
He's still the main character.
He's still the favorite My Little Pony of the group.
Vampire Pony Rory. Let's go.
you can
How about
that crossover episode could still happen. Okay.
I gotta
We'll
find
do
a
it for
Zemees. We
charity.
can make it happen.
We'll do it for charity.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh.
Hold on. Nope. Fuck. Sinuses. The following show takes place in the world of darkness and explores narratives of personal horror. The story is a work of fiction and is not official World of Darkness material. Many of the themes are portrayed from a place of empathy, but may be uncomfortable to some listeners. Episodes may contain coarse language, sexual content, mental and emotional abuse, violence, mental illness, and blood. Viewer discretion is advised. Portions of the materials are the copyrights and trademarks of Paradox Interactive AB and are used with permission, all rights reserved. For more information, please visit worldofdarkness.com. Thank you for watching Endless Elegy. We hope you've enjoyed the story thus far and invite you to like, follow, and subscribe on Twitch or your favorite player. By doing this, you'll help support the show and get updates when our next episode goes live. And if you'd like to be part of our community, you can follow us on Twitter and join our Discord. All links are in the show notes.
Oh shit! Somebody's slapping Cantabot. Wake them up.
Oh, damn it.
God damn it, Incantabot. Wake up. Not that I would ever
Incantabot.
recommend physically abusing any robots you know. There, especially
They'll
space
just
robots.
turn on you. They'll just turn on you and like
They already
get angry.
have. Like, let's be honest. Our lives are controlled by the algorithm. Ooh, too early to be getting that kind of jaded. I'm sorry, everybody. Excuse me.
Do you
There
want
we go. Incantibot's
like a whole recap? Because that was a lot to recap. Do we want to tag
No,
team the
no,
recap?
I'm not going to do a full recap. I had like kind of a small plan of sort of actually skipping the recap since we're sort of starting
Yay! Screw
season
recaps.
2, and just kind of
In media res.
Just go straight into it.
yeah. But I do need to sort of like sort
Set
of
the mood.
let my mind settle a moment, and that's where the vamping, official term for filling dead air, usually helps a little bit.
I died.
Didn't
People died.
multiple
Yeah.
of your characters
died.
die? You died multiple times. Technically.
Other people died.
It was Inception of dying.
Yeah, dissection. Like,
It's like layers of death.
If you would like
Fahrenheit
to, if you would like to
51.
get the lowdown of what happened, go to youtube.com.
I might also be on fire right now. I don't know.
Mr.
Yeah, there's like
It's the link in the thing. Go to YouTube, watch
Yeah.
all of season 1 of Endless Elegy.
Rory did a terrible job of saving me.
Yep.
Yeah, for a main character, he's really phoning it in. That's 2 people he let die
That's true.
that he directly should have and could have saved.
True.
Who the fuck was I supposed to save to him?
Who's the other person? That girl that's in the wall.
Who decided to like
The wallflower.
investigate the warehouse anyway? Wasn't it Rory? I think it was Rory. It was definitely Rory's
That had nothing to do with how Damon died.
If Damon weren't at the warehouse, he wouldn't have died.
Technically, it's Sasha's fault.
Sasha's not the one that called me, though.
Oh yeah, it was Ashley.
no,
It
technically
was Damon.
it was Rory. It was Rory who called
Yeah,
Damon
it was Rory all
on
along.
Sasha's behalf.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
was a
what
whole
you're
thing
saying
because-
is friendship
because-
is the real villain of this chronicle.
It's true. That's why we're not friends.
Yeah.
Nobody's really
kinda
friends in
opposite of what I
this.
had.
See, Ashley didn't get called, so Ashley didn't die. You were mad for a little while, but now you've learned your lesson.
She got a
you hadn't
pity
been
text.
called-
She got a pity text.
There
Which
is
is a lie.
no
It
Damon
wasn't-
in a
To be
very
clear,
strict
it wasn't.
sense.
It wasn't a pity
Charles.
text. It was a text out of fear.
In a very strict sense, Damon is absolutely dead. Also, Rain is wicked dead. See, because Damon
dead.
was like like a fusion of two souls, like Fusion Ha, and
You did
one of-
dance and everything.
yeah.
Damon was like our version of Ben and what's her face from Buffy season 5. Ben and Glory. There we go.
See, y'all told me you wanted this game to be like, when I asked you sort of like 3 media pieces you wanted this to be like.
We
One of
said
them
Buffy.
was Buffy
We,
was definitely one of them. So,
I said something like Vampire Diaries or True Blood. I referenced one of those shows for sure.
yeah, I think Supernatural might have been in there, but only the
Supernatural
early
was
good
definitely in there.
seasons. Only the early good seasons, not the lame late seasons.
Oh.
And anything before season 5, I think was my personal call on
Yeah,
that.
and yeah, before they send you to turbo hell for being gay, like apparently that's just that's
Wait,
that's
what?
not okay.
What?
I haven't seen the last seasons, but I was told that like
They send you to hell.
They really jumped the shark after a while.
They send like Castiel to turbo
Not
hell
in a good
for being
way.
gay
Because they got really like
Demon.
what do we do now? Once they started killing like progenitor monsters, they're like, what's left? We're gonna fight the devil. Now we're gonna fight Super Devil.
See,
now we're gonna fight
Super
Devil's
that
mom.
sounds awesome. If I had been in charge
That was
of those
awesome.
seasons, I would have rocked it. Like fighting Super Devil and
enjoyed the
Super
ride.
Devil's
Dude,
mom.
Lucifer
Hell
and
yeah.
God weren't enough, so they had to like step it up to like primordial shit. And it's like, why are Sam and Dean doing this?
Well,
They're humans,
They're the chosen.
The indomitable power of
not
the
against primordial
I got
things that are like beyond.
I got really
creation.
mad when they made them like
Listen,
men
chat
of
that
letters,
exists,
and it
so-
meant nothing. Like they had this whole arc where they're like they turned out to be men of letters, and it was okay. There we go. I have vamped for
They
enough.
literally won through the power of friendship.
My energy.
Are we
has-
back?
Creators of
Are we
Supernatural became
good?
anime fans,
Has,
and
there
then
we go.
everything became the power of friendship.
I just needed to get I just needed to get mad at Supernatural. Turns out that was the key all along to
The
helping
last
me.
like 3 seasons were like, okay, what ridiculous thing are we gonna do now? Time travel? What?
Scooby Doo episode.
Super Devils?
Scooby-Doo
Look,
episode was
when
Super
they
Devil's
did the
mom.
Ghostfacers, it was amazing. Like
The Ghostfacer was
The
good.
Leviathans.
every Ghostface, the
These things
Leviathan
eat
stuff would
reality.
have been all right.
All right.
All right.
Can we
All
get
right.
to the violence?
No. Every
We
time
are
you ask
talking
me
about
for
verbal
something,
violence
man, I
right
just
now.
edge
Give it
with
to me.
hunger.
Supernatural.
So
Hate it. Sorry.
Punch that shit in the face.
So
Yeah. Oh no. My dice are cursed.
Uh-oh.
Just in time for violence.
Just in time.
Yeah,
for
I know,
violence.
right? This
fucking
is so
fine.
fucked.
I gotta remember
All
what
right,
I do.
let's go. Let's fucking go. If I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down swinging.
we're
I'm
all
really
going
mad
to
if I die
be
2 episodes in a row.
we're all
Fine
going
in
to
that
be
too.
in a nice little like third person omniscient semi-omniscient mode, right? We the concept of Sasha, Damon, Rory, Ashley, these are in the periphery right now. Things that we don't hang on to. Names being unimportant and all that. We're just sort of, in a sort of classic like 80s, 90s sort of hard-boiled neo-noir film sense, just sort of floating over a way too gritty sort of Chicago cityscape, right? Where for whatever reason the manholes are all kicking off like fucking smoke, just rolling off of them. I know it's steam, but comes out way too thick because neo-noir, sharp contrasts. And sort of distantly as the city night is in full swing. The new moon, finally nowhere to be seen on Lake Michigan, letting all the stars sort of do their dance and sachet and ballet with the waves of Lake Michigan. We hear the shuffling of cards. Sort of still disembodied, not really knowing the origin or source, we see a green felt table, and the suicide jack is sitting next to a 10 of clubs, denoting literally, or the suicide jack is sitting next to a 12 of, or sorry, 2 of clubs. The dealer hits. It's the Queen of Hearts. Bust. We hear the cards shuffling again. We now find ourselves inside of pretty modest compound basement. Best I would describe it, with sort of the most basic of creature comforts. See, the person who used this place wasn't exactly living, so they really didn't need many of the comforts. We see our places for extra weaponry and little like places to file away little bits of artifacts and trinketry from, well, things that a monster hunting monsters might need. Things that Zoran needed. We slowly gain focus, slowly sort of migrating towards these bodies in this room. Magnetic pull on our emotions, spirits, if there is such a thing, as we search for connection. Some sort of argument. Sasha and Zoran yelling back and forth. Or maybe not yelling, jousting, sniping.
All night long, all night.
Perfectly.
What is this?
We follow Zoran sort of down a flight of stairs to where Rory stands, and he's handed a lacquered box. And whether this happened or not, the mind has a way of embellishing, enhancing moments like these, the kind of moments you can't forget because they end up etched in your very bones. As a way of enhancing every single detail and adding details that weren't there before. We find ourselves all anchored to Sasha's perspective, angry, probably. Confused, probably. As Zoran hands this box over to Rory. Rory, oddly in agreement with this man that he doesn't even know. And he looks back with a smile, as if he knew his number was up. when the explosion hits and the three bodies all tumble together, Zoran protecting his oldest friend and more. And his new friend. Smile doesn't really leave his face. He's in, as we see him fade to dust. The heat of the flame shocks us all into our bodies. We're one place or another within Zoran's compound. In the light of the flash, we lose track of Damon, Morgan, whoever he was. Ben laying up against the wall that he finds himself recently blasted into, a sword not as storied as his, but worthwhile, sort of comes loose from the rack and falls down. The best way I can describe it is like a modern Gladius, a sort of if Blade the Vampire didn't love katanas but rather loved Gladiuses, this sort of thing kind of rattles around on the ground. And Ben Sahar is still sort of floating somewhere in the sound of the cities and the cacophonous silence of someplace else entirely. He has the hardest time following his tether back to his personhood, back to his body. He can see a smile in the dark, though. It's got a weight to it. His shadow. Well, hell, it's carrying the weight of the world now. Or worse. All Ben Sahar knows in this moment is that he's in danger, and normally that kind of danger, the kind of primal danger, the thing that triggers the rot Shrek, the kind of thing that send any vampire into a frenzy, no matter how old, no matter how powerful, perhaps especially the old and powerful. He's numb in a way that's entirely new to even Ben Sahar. He just lost something really important. That stabbing pain is the only thing real to him right now as he picks up this Gladius. Almost unintentionally. We find Rory and Sasha toppled on the ground, their clothes now smeared with the dust of a fallen comrade, friend, lover. The gun being handed, right? That was the last thing he did. As his head left his body, the gun being handed over to Rory. And as Rory grips it, whether intentionally or not fully comprehending the danger, right? As he accepts this, the dust sort of blows, and it makes these shapes that almost look like cherry blossoms as it catches the fire. They're even red. Rory, you find yourself not in the facility, not in the Zoran's haven, sort of. You have become a little too used to these dreamscapes of late, but this one feels different. For one, there's sun here, something that for two reasons should be accompanied by a searing pain, and maybe there is a bit of a pain because you understand the weight. And you're sort of still holding that the sort of handle of the gun turned backwards, right, as you sort of find yourself here, and you're sitting on the ground, sort of back, one elbow sort of propping you up just a little bit. Exact same pose. You expect to see Sasha, sort of toppled beside you in that sort of way you all had sort of crumpled together in the weight of the explosion. But instead, you find yourself almost in like a watercolor painting. These like cherry blossoms dancing and lilting and morphing all around you, two-dimensional forms trying to be 3D. And standing under the tree, sort of facing the sun, Zoran. I expected to be alone at this part. Sorry. I expected to be alone at this part.
Well, the view is certainly better than my last one of these.
He sort of turns to face you underneath this, cherry blossom tree. The sky is appropriately, colors of fire, right, at a sunset. But it is a sort of warming, calming scene. You're not sure if it's the ocean or some Great Lake somewhere. The way the water and the sort of horizon sort of almost entwine together. That sort of exact break point where you're not sure which one's reflecting which, The clouds and the water in the sky. Hell, maybe they're one place like this. But, I mean, the sun feels like what you'd heard it was supposed to feel like another life, another time before it became the ultimate enemy. Hell, you always had a tumultuous relationship with it, even before you're on life. It was always a thing of pain for you anyway. But here, it's different.
It's a beautiful dream you have.
Maybe the last I'll get. I'm glad I'm not alone. Even if it's not her, it's probably good it's you. We didn't really get to meet.
No, not really. I was looking forward to it.
You think we would have been friends, or?
Yeah. I mean, we had a good solid 3 minutes. We connected there. I think our mutual affection and resilience to her stubbornness, certainly a good bonder.
Guess it's not like the movies where instant enemies and stuff. Just because you love the same woman, huh?
No. There's plenty of room for more love in the world.
I like that. I like that a lot. You can see the sort of color beginning to fade, just kind of gradually in the brush strokes of the sky, and
I think time's running out.
I think you're right. And the canvas is clean. Who knows where we go, right?
No idea.
Maybe this place is nothing. Just the last bits of last bit of whatever I put into my blood source redraining out.
Maybe. But thank you. You die a hero.
That's all I have wanted. Die a hero, not a monster.
I understand completely.
It might be out of place, but I don't suppose I could get a hug before it all goes away.
I wasn't going to let you go without one.
All right. Zoran embraces Rory. And as the color sort of drain reaches the horizon, that
You have a message for her.
I never left her.
Well, now you never will. We'll keep your heart safe.
This is where another sort of alien sight to Kindred. Sort of tears welling, clear and robust in the corners of his eyes. Protector.
Always.
And as the last bits of color sort of drained from the sun, that warmth becomes replaced with a aggressive heat. And you sort of realize that aggressive heat is the fire all around you in the compound that's now.
Any advice?
Find something to fight for, something good. It's the only way to hold on to what's left of your soul.
That's true. Maybe I'll see you on the other side someday.
I'd like
I know
that.
you will.
I'd like that a lot.
Pull him in again. Right? Give him a kiss on his forehead. You gotta go. I gotta go.
Oh, and one last bit.
Yeah.
Kick some ass.
Always. Now just like twirl the gun. Might be time to diversify.
I taught her how to shoot,
Let's see if I can one up her on that too.
His somber look is replaced with a heartfelt smile.
We had minutes, but you were loved. Remember that.
As the color fades finally from the sun, you feeling the heat from the sort of oppressive reality outside you. He doesn't drain or any of those things so much as just kind of disappears in the folds or the blinks of whatever great canvas you found yourself on. For a moment, Rory knows what it's like to stand alone in a completely stark white place. Some place at the end of creation or the very beginning of it. Those exact moments when an artist is about to put a pencil or brush to paper, or maybe it's the exact seconds after they throw a bucket of gesso onto the canvas to get rid of whatever last monstrosity they made. Or maybe you're the blinking cursor on a piece of paper on some typing program when some author's about to create the great work of literature they've spent their life gathering material for by enduring tragedies and abuses and enduring pure happiness and living a life of dreams fulfilled, whatever materials that fill them up before their fingers begin making the cursor move. For a moment, just a moment, Rory knows what that is like. And then that moment becomes one of those hard things to hold on to. Like when you're fighting to hold on to a great dream or remember the details of a terrible nightmare. And you know when you wake up in the morning and your feet touch the floor, it'll delete it. And you keep trying to remind yourself. And that's without the whole, beginnings of a war.
All right. Let's do this thing.
Rory,
Mm-hmm.
what's your humanity?
8. Right?
Just go ahead and we'll see if you hold on to it.
It is
I
8.
want you-
Yes.
I want you to fill in that little 9th circle with pencil. We'll see if you can hold on to it after this combat, though.
Okay. It's hard to do that on the screen, but I'll make a note.
It was, I was speaking in metaphor there.
Yes.
To dangle some humanity in front of you before you wreck some dudes. It's gonna be great.
Thought about giving it to him
Love that.
afterwards, but I feel like he earned it with the RP and stuff at the end of the season.
Temporary humanity.
And it's like, temporary humanity a thing? No, it is fucking now.
Why not? Let's go.
All right.
Like,
And now, to set the scene in
Accidentally
the room.
Wakanda. There's no intentional Wakanda here.
would be funny if you got there anyway.
Whoops, Vampire Jesus.
You have had opportunities to lose that 8, goddammit. You just somehow rolled.
He gets to Golconda and he's like, can you take me high? Just full Scott staff in the music video, just like.
Oh man,
Or Shrimp Jesus.
the best part of Scott Stapp is him getting his ass beat by 311 for being an abusive prick. Or sorry,
Yeah.
311, the pseudo white boy.
Amber is the color of ass kicking.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
All right. Speaking of ass kicking.
So, and now allow me to paint a scene of an entirely different sort. Ben, Sasha, Rory, you are in Zoran's compound as a explosion has gone off. Actually, several sort of a cluster explosion has gone off. You can feel the ground churning and rumbling above you, as though there is some sort of mobilization. But what is in the room with you? Well, at first, your other sort of, predator senses as a vampire, as kindred, kick in. You know that there are forms in this room. Everything is picking them up initially except your sight. And then you sort of see them as the sort of the way the smoke and the fire rolls. You can see these 2 humanoid shapes, like with the smoke sort of folding and wrapping around them. Both with these sort of large gauntlets or vambraces and these electrified blades coming off of them. They're in total, like, sort of bodysuits. Like they've watched too many sci-fi movies, but also love ninjas. This might be First Light's new invention, contraption in the war against Kindred. Some sort of tech ninja. There's 2 of them in the room with you currently. Sasha, you know about an exit to the rear. Concealed one. It's apparent from their positioning, sort of flanking you and facing, sort of flanking and facing that they came down that sort of set of stairs. They must have followed you down, Sasha, when you sort of came down. Is sort of how you sort of put it together. But there are 2 of them. And the sort of dust and particulate matter seems to be interfering with whatever sort of like weird camouflaging they have going on. Honestly, as some sort of technologically sort of caused. God, brain.
Obfuscate?
Camo?
Obfuscate, yeah. Some sort of technological obfuscate. Now, obfuscate is also it also has a lot to do with like influencing the mind. Like people don't see you because they look the other way and stuff like that. You're not certain if you didn't see them because it's influenced your minds or not, or if it's just been doing the predator thing. Sort of like But that would either way, it's a kind of terrifying thought. As these two sort of like O agents show up.
I'm gonna stand up.
They're basically on either side of you. They technically surprised you, but they did their thing with the surprise on account of killing Zoran with these power blades coming off their van braces. And this would be where I'd have you roll for initiative, but you're sort of gonna... Sasha, this is where you would like roll to resist a frenzy because a loved one was just killed in front of you.
Nope, we're not resisting it. Let's
You can
go.
voluntarily. Yeah, so you're gonna ride the wave. Okay.
I am absolutely riding this. Giddy up. All right, let's go. What happens next?
Well.
And do I actually see any of these guys? Because they're all in like.
You see them. The technology is clearly experimental on account of the smoke and particulate matter interfering with it, which is how they sort of became visible to you.
Okay.
I don't want to make a direct reference to a video game that I'm ripping off, but wear your influences on your sleeve. It's like when Solid Snake in Metal Gear Solid 2 breaks the stealth camo suit in the intro.
Yep. Okay.
That's exactly what's going on with them right now.
So we're not rolling for initiative. I am worked up. Does this mean I'm at 5 hunger or am I still at 4 hunger?
You're still at 4 hunger. The frenzy, in this case, you chose to ride the wave. You would have had to roll some stuff instead. All right, so
so this isn't the hunger frenzy. It's
you ignore
other
all.
One.
No, this is this is
Fury.
Yeah, Fury Frenzy.
Okay, I was reading about the different types of frenzy the other day.
It's a frenzy.
You're gonna have a difficulty 3 to come down from this.
That sounds like a later problem.
Well, I mean, you can once you kill these two things, you'll continue to frenzy, even if the only people left in the room with you are Rory and Ben.
No, I know. I said that sounds like a later problem. Okay.
All right, so I cleaned up the frenzy rules. You get +1 to the difficulty pool of any of your like sort of physical based celerity, fortitude, blah blah blah. 2 to the blah blah blah. Basically, I add +2 dice to physical attacks, movement, disciplines to like harm people. Just think of it as having a +2 dice bonus to do all of the violence.
The violence.
I've simplified the frenzy.
The physical.
Pool. Yeah, and you don't incur any bonuses. You don't incur any penalties from being like maimed and stuff.
Oh, like so my what is it? When my tracker gets filled, I don't.
If it gets filled up, yeah, you don't get penalties. You just kind of ignore those for now. Short of like literally having an arm chopped off, then that would obviously have.
Okay. One last question before I go absolutely apeshit.
Mm-hmm.
I have 4 hunger. What happens if I get to 5 while I'm in this frenzy?
I suppose you might be eating a fool, whether you want to or not.
Yo, dog, I heard you like frenzies.
Okay. Okay.
In fact,
all right. So...
in fact, there might be a sort of like, you might have an issue, like, so how like I kind of let y'all stop feeding within reason. You may not, without spending willpower, you won't have that option to choose. You're about to lose a lot of agency when it comes to the monster part of your character. This is the thing that makes running vampire complex.
No, it's great. And since I'm riding the wave, I signed up for this. So let's fucking go and see what happens.
So I said we're gonna run later, but we're gonna take a couple extra breaks. We're gonna take a break
Okay.
real quick right here, just so I can
It's
get
okay.
some.
I could be.
Of course you can.
You always
I mean-
ready to pee.
I inhaled a whole Rockstar in like 3 minutes because
Yeah.
I was.
You're
I made the mistake
insane.
of eating, and then I
How
was
dare
sleepy
you?
time.
Well, I need.
Like,
I did.
I'm
I
obsessed
just-
with this zero sugar vitamin water, but it's about to be gone, and I need something else like that's.
I need.
Very functional.
I
So, yeah.
just need to know if
Enough talking about
we
why
are-
we're going AFK.
Just
Ruin
do it.
FKA. We'll be back.
And we back. Yeah.
Chaos?
So I'm gonna give you initiative, and not entirely because your player characters and the rules say that you should have
They've
initiative.
done plenty around us. Things are on fire, and I would like to grab someone and
Yeah. So we have two of these like sort of tech agents here.
yeah. Oh my
And-
god, did you say tech agents? Did they send nerds to kill us?
Yeah, they're gonna come and set
They
up
have
your
electric swords. They're
yeah,
nerds.
they're from they're from
Nerds
Geek
with
Squad. They're here to
weapons.
they're actually here to check on your computer.
It doesn't matter who they are, I'm gonna eat them.
Right, Genji, it's been a while.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I think what happens is, as Sasha is taking in
Yeah, you
what's
having
happening,
frenzy,
she
you're gonna
starts
take
to
yeah,
see red. Like, she starts to see red and is looking for the nearest target.
I mean, they're kind of equidistant on either side of you. These sort of like power gauntlets with these blades coming out of them.
Oh, they're blades! These motherfuckers packing blades. Okay.
Yeah, no, they have these like power gauntlets, like with these like fucking shredder claws coming off of them that are like electrified or whatever. They're not holding
She's
swords.
thinking like Wolverine or some shit. Okay, all right.
I was
you know
thinking
what?
like Shinra agents from Final Fantasy VII, or like.
I would like to grab this dude before he gets me. Kind of
Last Ronin
situation.
All right, so you're gonna grapple him. That'll be a strength brawl.
Great. Do I want to do this now? I should probably do it now if I'm gonna get hungry. Do I want to do it now?
Go big or go to a cherry tree.
Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. I got hungrier, but I get 3 extra dice, so it's worth it. All right.
I will have all
It
of
wasn't worth it?
them.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
what's that?
Hold on. Let me count. I'd like to... Oh, wait. I still have that willpower I didn't recover from, right? Okay. No, it's fine. I am going to spend a willpower to reroll some dice.
Okay.
I'm at 500 now, though, so you might want to know about that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12 successes.
Damn. You're using your fang?
Okay. Yeah, like, can I go for this guy's neck, like, straight up monster?
Yeah, I
freak
mean,
out,
a
like-
called shot, quote unquote. What, so you'd be at 10.
She's not
to
really
even go for the
thinking
throw.
about it. Yeah, she's not
Fine.
really thinking about it. She just, I'm hungry, give me your throat, kind of situation.
Why isn't
You
tearing someone's throat out a
lost it,
common
haven't
check
you?
on the the
For a
decisive
vampire,
usage,
it's
you completely lost it.
It's probably,
There should be a whole chapter
Okay,
dedicated
so-
to the rip and tear.
so it's 10 successes. I love Genji's use of that sound clip.
There's been
Well
some
done, Genji.
solid usage of sound clipping going on here all about. Yeah.
Yeah, like, she just doesn't even care. Normally, Sasha would do this, like, in a more showy way, where she'll be like, tell me who sent you, nom. But then, like, now she's just seeing absolutely red, so she doesn't care who's watching. She's just tearing into this guy.
Yeah. believe it or not, he actually is. You added your +2 dice to it, right?
The
Yeah.
frenzy, but then it's called shot or whatever. So
yeah, so they negate each
it's
other
only 10.
effectively. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Sorry. I couldn't remember if bite did a fixed amount of damage or if it adds to your damage. I thought it did a fixed amount of damage, but I'm double checking.
No, it's just 0 damage modifier, and it does ag damage to things.
Okay. 0,
Yeah.
yeah, but it does ag.
It's a 0 damage because you don't have like an actual like jaw out. You're like having to like awkwardly pull things in.
Yep.
But it does
yep.
ag damage.
Yeah. So
whatever my successes, I guess, are like.
So like 5 ag damage actually kills him. Exactsies. Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah.
So you actually managed to tear through the sort of like the equivalent of sort of like almost like an alligator or snakeskin style like mesh weave armor that this full bodysuit is that this guy's wearing, and you like managed to like rip through it and into the neck. The equivalent of giving them fortitude, by the way. Managed to rip into its neck and just like satiate. This would be where your beast would normally like whisper things in your ears and stuff like that. But it's just kind of happy with what you're doing here.
Is it just vibing? Did I get to feed? Did I get
you just hear a golf clap in the background?
There's like probably a cackle.
Oh yeah, like just like a glorious cackle or like white noise of enjoyment.
Well done.
Do I get to feed him, or is he just watching?
Oh, you can feed. You can feed.
Okay, because I imagine while I'm tearing into this guy that also feeds my beast and like whatever. I don't know how that works.
But draining a human dry is what, 3? 4?
I guess it would take 3 rounds or something. I think what I understood in the rules. I'm working on this guy. I'm just like.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can drink him dry.
Doing keg stands with this guy.
So you're not exactly. This isn't like a clean feed. I'm gonna say like in like.
Oh, there's nothing clean about this. I'm frenzying.
This isn't the normal.
I don't care.
This is
Speaking of Tarantino.
Like you're gonna. I'm gonna say in 2 rounds you've drained him dry. But like you wasted a bunch on account of how messy the feeding is. Now,
I'm wearing half of it.
Did you redo your Bane, or are you taking ag damage? Okay.
No, I did.
Yeah, that needed to go away.
You seemed very adamant about it. I'm like, this is.
It's a
this
cool
storyteller
ability,
trying.
but
No, it was mostly just like. I don't know. I
think that's for your Toreador who has your Sabat Toreador in the future.
Listen, we'll talk about anti-tribute and all the creepy, badass, evil Toreador shit later. I've been reading about those guys. They're awesome. I want to be an evil Toreador.
As if regular Toreador aren't evil. All right.
They're not going to tell you they're evil.
Meet Melinda Galbraith, and you'll learn what evil is.
I mean, listen.
Evil Toreador who runs the Sabat is no joke.
Yeah, so she's wearing half of her meals, like real messy. She's like covered in blood. Does not care.
So the fire has not reached its a problem level yet, by the way. You know, it's an explosion. The area, the sort of like storage upstairs is probably not good, but Zoran's compound doesn't have like a shit ton of like, you know, furniture and things like that lying around.
A lot of flammable.
Yeah, there's at a certain heat, concrete starts to become slag, but you know it. But there is certainly fire and stuff like that, but it's not a problem level yet. Okay, so I'm gonna lay that out there now. Ben, I'm gonna give you sort of like the next hot hand, as it were, because we've got Rory sort of recovering from this, and Ben, despite putting himself together mentally coming back from oblivion. When the chips are down, the chips are down. You know, and you see these things sort of like decloak. Hell, you might even hear one saying saying you know, this suit's malfunctioning. You know, and like it's sort of like in a garbled sort of metallic machine voice. Through the like whatever radio comm is built into their masks. They have these little like rebreathers, you know.
And he's looking for clothes. So there you go. New outfit.
Yeah. Still naked with the sword now.
No, Ben Sahar would have
Two
like
swords?
crystallized. Ben Sahar would have had enough time to get some of Zoran's wardrobe.
The dream died.
Also, was it canon that Ben was naked?
No, but when I just showed up, like there was no description of like wearing anything, and so I was just joking about being naked the whole time.
But you also said that he comes out like Terminator.
Yeah.
That's also
So-
true.
Naked.
Yeah, coming out like Terminator is objectively speaking, meaning you're like naked and like in that crouched position.
Yeah.
Landing in a pile of glass.
Okay, this is better than God. Betzar's Terminator.
Thank you.
This is
Many
even better than God.
yeah, many have described me that way, so sorry.
I was talking about Ben.
Oh,
Ben's cool.
many have
shit.
described why is Shelly mad at me again?
All right, let's see what Ben does. This is a real show.
Is it?
Are you gonna
All right.
sword him? Stab. Let's go.
No, I'm actually not gonna stab. I need the clothes to stay intact.
Okay.
So I'm actually gonna use Arms of Aramon, and I'm gonna smush the insides
And
because
you're
I
going
need that
to-
uniform to stay whole so I can borrow it for later.
Okay, so you're basically
for
going to
real.
go to crush him inside.
I'm going to crush him inside of his outfit.
Perfect.
It's true.
All right.
Imagine Ben Sahar walking around with first light tech. It's just like I'm here,
I
I'm
mean,
vibing.
We're on the
You
same
don't have to
wavelength
imagine it; it's
here.
gonna happen.
Like, yeah.
It's gonna be fucking great. That's how we get in. That's how we get in.
I mean, it is
want-
experimental.
I mean, Rory's a huge nerd, therefore I need electric swords too.
And we have a basement full of Nosferatu who can fix
Well,
it.
one's got like a vambrace sword, and one's got I've always referred to them as blades, but one for your Theater of the Mind's Eye is definitely like a saber, you know, like a sword. Comes off like a katana, you know, like a punching dagger, and the other one is like the shredder claws, like comes up over the.
I need to invest in melee. Holy shit, that's cool.
And a lot of batteries.
Well, apparently the
Turns out they're not just gonna willingly give those to us, you know.
And it's like 9 volts to be awkward.
No,
They're-
it's
they're
all-
D
it's all
batteries?
double D batteries or the C batteries.
Double
All right.
D batteries.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Oh yeah.
So
Let's-
we're gonna have the shadow extend out, and there's 12 successes to try to
Jesus.
smush him inside.
So this is actually resisted by like resolve.
This is against willpowers.
Willpower.
This is against
All right.
willpowers.
So they have to have high willpower to actually be wearing the experimental tech. I'm gonna throw that out
Yeah,
there right
yeah, I
now.
bet.
Not 12 high.
They have to have high willpower so they don't get smushed too easily.
3. So I get 3 successes versus the difference being 9.
So also, Arms of Aramon get half your potence rating as weapon damage. So that'd be an additional 1 on top of however many successes.
Do you? So 9. Yeah, you have you differential of 9 plus 1,
Yeah, so it'll be 10
10.
total.
so 10, which would go through the tracker once and again, right? Even if it's non, which would crush him inside of his hard candy shell.
And this
Would you like the flavor
audience-
description? Would you like to do the flavor text on this one?
The suit basically looks like all of the moisture is getting sucked out of it, and it's coming out of all of the creases of the armor.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
fucking
which would
bad.
basically
then
be
starts
kind
to
of like around
twist.
the neck, and the eye is where a lot of it comes out of. and like the waistline.
It comes out of wherever it can get out of.
Yeah. So like ghillie suit is the wrong word, but I always want to call them ghillie suits because that's what they mislabeled, in a translation, like what I think Solid Snake wore. They called like his one outfit a ghillie suit, and it definitely was not, because ghillie suit's got all the random shit on it. But again, it's a stealth suit. They're wearing these like skin tight like stealth suits with like little like tech belts and a harness, and then like they've got a rebreather mask and little like bug eyes with like red sort of multi optics eye, like a multi optics eye band, like where it's got like the one eye that's got like 6 different things on it, and the other one's like just kind of normal, right? Because asymmetry is metal. And then they have like the one like sort of techno. They 2 Vam braces, but one of them has the power gauntlet on it, the claw. And you're gonna need to get this thing steam cleaned to fuck.
Yeah.
But
thank God you know rich people.
Well, okay. I suppose I will stand the fuck up. And,
Rory, we focused it on one gun because one gun camera, blah blah blah. But he did hand you both. It's
Okay,
it would be awkward to like have the camera, like. But you're gonna
Yeah.
focus on the one gun because that's more of the visual.
I was gonna ask about it.
Yeah, so you actually do have both of his guns, Ebony and Ivory. I gave them real names, but then I forgot their real names, and so then I just called them Ebony and Ivory because Dante.
Dante's awesome.
Dante and Devil May Cry. It felt like a nice little like harmony.
I still stand by what I said. I said what I said.
Yeah, no, Dante is awesome. Both Dantes. So you do have both guns, but also being the one who hasn't gone into like a bunch of like combat concentration and or frenzies, I'm going to give you an intelligence. Oh fuck! It'll be intelligence investigation.
Would deduction apply?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna rouse. I do get hungrier, putting me at 2. So 2, 4 more. And 2 from the rouse. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You, in watching these 2 sort of like tech ninjas get eviscerated in one way or another, you can't help but think that some of their abilities seem very symmetrical with Nosferatu. Like the technology maybe seems to be based on on Nosferatu abilities. It's like like if you were to create a technological Nosferatu, it's just your brain just, for whatever reason, that thought just goes in there in your head, rattles around a bit before it, sort of flips off.
Yeah. They could figure out how to tech. Yeah. No.
So, some GMs and various writers and stuff believe jumping the shark is a bad thing. I view it as aspirational. I thought we already started on the other side of the shark or having jumped the shark, but
One or two.
uh,
Okay. Holy shit. Looks like you two solved. Oh, god damn it, Sasha. Sasha.
nobody's home right now, man. There is only you see another another grenade just sort of come like rattling down the staircase.
Can I like throw it back?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Don't botches don't exist anymore, but you know, don't roll bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you want to roll back. Yeah, throw it back with absolutely.
Yeah.
Wants to throw back that ass.
I mean, you don't need to roll to throw that ass back, but to throw the grenade back.
Yeah. I have to activate manipulate, which is 2 browsers.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I wanted to have finished for season 2. Your special powers. I haven't opened it up one day and everything.
I get 1 point hungrier from that, but it's okay. Lasts the whole scene. And then I mean, it's a grenade. It's not like it's heavy, but let's see.
It's more about the precision and such.
Yeah, intelligence, blood sorcery.
Like you don't want to just like bounce it off the steps or like you know,
Yeah.
pick it up and or you know it's you're focusing your will and intent and all that stuff.
Seriously? Okay. Going to spend a willpower because that was not a good roll at all. Get out of the way. Oh, okay, 2. All that for 2 successes.
I'm sorry, what'd you get?
2.
Do you want to use willpower?
I did.
All right. I'm gonna say you managed to like sort of like pick it up and levitate it, but you're just not quick enough, and it kind of explodes in the air. It's going to make dodging it for everybody like more plausible and possible because like you're sort of containing the explosion a little bit with your mind. But everyone's gonna need to roll a Dex Athletics. Sasha, you're oblivious to this in a sense. However, your beast is sort of a primal survival sense. So your beast's urge is to kind of spin backwards and like use this tech ninja as a bit of a body shield. I just can't see you doing any like cool flippy stuff right now. You really want to continue feeding, so it's like.
I got the cool flippy stuff at 4. That time my dice cooperated. God damn it.
Berserk. I found the 1 hour cut loop of it, so you can just listen to that. For the whole like Rory Zoran scene. In fact, here you go, everybody. Share it with chat, gang. In fact, sad anime music in the background. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be yawning at you all. Successes for your athletics rolls, everybody. We got 4. 4 again.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I can't hear our ST, and I'm having issues. I refreshed, but
Can the rest of y'all hear me?
I'm
Yes.
having problems.
Yes.
Okay.
Reload the whole thing. Like, get out of the call and
Yeah.
then reload. It's not a actual play without tech
Actual
issues.
gremlins.
Actual issues.
Actual issues.
Well, while she fixes her gremlins, I want a snack. Oh no, she's back.
Can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
I can hear you guys. I still don't see the ST, which might be a problem.
Like the ice cream thing failed.
Okay, everything's fine. Proceed as usual. Was there?
Alright.
I
Dex Athletics.
all of us?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's fine.
Famous last word.
Oh wait, even the frenzying person. Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
what you didn't hear from
I-
me was your beast still is like a sort of a supreme version of survival instinct and
Okay.
so on and so forth. And
Yeah.
so your version isn't to do a bunch of flippy stuff. It's more you like spin around and have the tech ninja's body absorb most of the blast for you. Which in
that's
movie
a great
logic, this
idea.
totally works.
Human
I've watched
shield.
all
Sure.
kinds
I
of
have a question.
movies and animes to know how explosions work.
Okay, if I'm doing Dex Athletics, how much hunger do I have still? Like, because I'm even in the middle
You're
of
down
eating
to
this guy,
4
right?
because you're like mid feed, so you're down to 4.
Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3. It's fine. Oh yeah, no, this is absolutely fine. I rolled 5 successes.
Okay. Everyone's got 4s.
5, 4, 4.
I've noticed the coterie's offensive capabilities are a lot higher on average than their defensive capabilities.
That's because I rouse when I punch stuff, and I don't when I don't.
Yeah. So
Yeah, same. I mean,
4
I've got
4 is a tie effectively, and tie always goes to my players. So you sort of perfectly take cover or dive behind a a wall or whatever it is.
It just telekinesis the explosion around me because it looks cooler that way.
No. That's what you would have done had you rolled more than 2 successes. Sorry.
That's fair. Yeah.
Instead, it looks more like an explosion sort of being contained in a glass orb, but then it just exceeds it and explodes outward of it. So you sort of bought yourselves essentially like those 2 extra seconds to get to cover or dive or prepare.
Fucking shit.
That grenade was
fuck.
me telling the coterie exactly.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of my action.
All right, so defense. We're sort of existing a little outside.
Well,
we're still roughly in initiative order. So Sasha continues to feed. Ben and Rory have a moment together.
You got more. You got more. Whatever the hell that was in you, because we got more. We got more out there.
Are you scared?
Most of the time, actually, yeah.
Touche.
Being real with you here, the honesty.
These things are pretty weak so far. Maybe there'll be one with 2 arm blades at the bottom.
All right. Well, Sasha's gonna be busy for a minute. I'm going up, and and I'm gonna pocket the guns. I guess I'll just slap him in my waistband. I guess real quick.
Yeah.
And
Safeties
like,
are on. You're not going to shoot your dick off.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
yeah. I'm just as I'm running up the stairs. I'm just gonna like throw my arm out, grab the sword, and then run it across
Okay.
to my across my arm. Can turn it on.
Okay. So as you approach the sort of steps to go up, you can see the glow and flicker of fire above, where it is a lot less safe. Once more, Queen's reaction there. Shelly's just like,
We may not be going
Me
up.
saying he don't care. Just the whole thing, like.
So I think Sasha is the only one who knows where the actual exit is. So
Sasha knows multiple exits.
Yeah,
That
but
is the problem. Sasha's also out of her mind right now.
Well,
oh, Sasha, you can smell like gunpowder and sweat and the familiar.
That just makes her angrier. She's just like, yeah.
Yeah, they're just like sort of rolling down, like from on the waves of heat from above. Like you just know, you can hear the multiple like boots sort of pounding around and taking position.
Oh, she's angry,
and the blood carrying their bodies into position.
Is it possible that Sasha clocks that in her frenzy and is just like, yay, more targets?
Oh, I think that's exactly what she thinks is like,
okay, because
more like,
yeah, so
yeah.
Yeah, well, until Sasha calms the fuck down, we gotta deal with, and well, nowhere to go
Sasha,
but up.
Do you have fortitude? Just out of curiosity.
I'm gonna fly.
Who are you asking?
Sasha, do you have fortitude?
I have 2 dots in fortitude.
Battle. And I know you have the heightened reflexes for dodging bullets. Or at least I thought you did.
No.
There's
rapid
celerity.
reflexes.
Yeah, rapid reflexes, celerity.
Yeah, I have that too. Probably should have used it on the grenade. I forgot.
Well, that just means you lose your dice when dodging guns.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't lose. You do. Yeah.
Because normally when you get shot at with a gun, you don't get your celerity and all that stuff. You lose because you're considered flat-footed.
Not with celerity. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I actually am like aware of having to dodge things while I'm frenzying, but we're just running with this.
You would be. I mean, you're ravenous and angry, but like think of in like that moment in any good horror movie when the monster finally shows up, you know, and just starts ruining people, right? Like they're just like freaking out and they're shooting every which way and it's behind them and stuff. Like that's what's about to happen to these people.
Am I still basically trying to ruin the same guy? Because you said 2 turns, right? So this is my second
2 turns,
turn.
and like you have used him up. Like it's to the point where like you've like you know like you've managed to like claw into his like through his armor and his back, and what you remove your bloody face from is just a spent husk. His bones are cracked in places, and his neck is completely ripped open.
So how much hunger have I managed to get rid of?
And hunger.
Ah, perfect. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. It's time to rise above.
Okay. So I'm going to sort of, as Sasha, I assume, intends to go up, or is she taking it? Okay.
She's gonna go up and find another guy to eat. She's still hungry.
All right. So,
Until she
so I'm gonna paint the scene first, but like Sasha's kind of already in motion. All right. So what you have essentially is like a building inferno in the storage room above. You know, the front room. And as your eyes would adjust to the smoke and the flame, there's essentially like floodlights waiting outside in the it's not like quite a parking lot. It would be more like a driveway between all the areas and stuff. With a couple
shit.
Too. With like a gun line sort of trained on anything coming up.
That would be me, unfortunately.
Now, you have the Inferno to make your way through, which they're kind of counting on
What?
kindred hate fire.
Yeah.
There we go. And Rory, you went up first, like as Sasha
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Unbelievable!
Yeah. Started to fly up.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much for following there. All right, so you head up, fly up even, breaking all kinds of masquerade.
I mean, too late for that.
So you sort of like, there's just sort of like a halo of smoke and flame as you sort of like fly out of it, and you hear somebody light them up, and just and the guns start going off, and this is where we're going to cut to elsewhere in the night.
Yep.
Oh, the masquerade's about to get all kinds of breached. Tonight. All right. What was I looking at? I was looking at something on this monitor. Oh, I know what it was. Got it. Boom. My brain works. Don't mind me. Okay, so I'll allow you, Ashley, to sort of reset the scene. Because, well, I mean, if you had a bucket list, really, I feel like Ms. Ashley Dame just kind of checked one thing off her bucket list. So I would like the glee and I would like for you to reset the scene of you elsewhere in Chicago this same night.
Ashley is outside this very nice townhome, walking out.
More suburbia, or
it's
or
more
affluent neighborhood.
It's an affluent neighborhood, so
Yeah.
it's in the city, but it's in the affluent part of the city. A very nice townhome, and she's walking out, and she kind of just wipes her face, lets out a deep breath, and just kind of walks, kind of more glides than walks, to the car that's parked outside, and gets in, lowers the divider in the Suburban.
As you're like getting in, the words "home please" sort of like hanging on your lips, Sam's eyes in the mirror of this very nice Escalade, you see a vehicle up ahead, just sort of like like up and just sort of like a house and a half up type thing. A silhouette figure drops something on the lawn, running away from the house you've just come out of. What's awareness, real quick?
Yeah, no problem. And she is not hungry. She has no hunger dice.
Oh,
What's
that's
awareness?
fun. Yeah, that's no fun.
Hey, you let me drain somebody. Your fault, homie.
I mean, I didn't.
Actually, it's full of something. His name's Anthony.
His name was Robert Paulson.
That's 2.
Looks like a cell phone or something like that. They scoop it up hastily, get in the car. You hear the engine and the tires begin to squeal. Sam 3 looks in the mirror.
Hit them.
Hey. I just got this one detailed.
We've got the money to fix it. Hit them now.
Yeah. Sam floors it. The person's car turns over decently, some sort of sedan, like a Toyota Corolla or something like that. They had a head start on you, but there's just simply no making up for the amount of money put into the Escalade and just how good of a driver Sam 3 actually is. Like, we're talking professional getaway driver, like the transporter will badass for food levels of good. Like Italian job good. And he just straight up broadsides the person.
Are they going anywhere?
They essentially end up pinned, like slammed and pinned, and they spill out of the passenger side door, sort of in a daze. You can tell that they're like dizzy and running. And
Ashley is out the door, pinning them.
Do you have celerity? Like fleetness?
I do.
Blink? Anything along those lines?
Not fleetness, but
a dot at least. Yeah, okay.
2 dots. 2 dots in celerity. Cat's grace and rapid reflexes.
Oh, perfect. We're still going to turn this into a small contest for suspense's sake. Dexterity and athletics, or stamina and athletics, your choice. And this is more to see, like, you're going to catch them. This is really more to see how caught they are, I suppose.
2.
Like, they've just been in a wreck. Ooh, actually, best 2 of 3. One more. And then we'll do the role play and then the role play. The ROLE play and then the ROLL play.
You are forcing my hand, Andrew.
Oh, my bad. I didn't expect to roll really well. They actually managed to, like, get out, like, they spill out of the thing. And it's, again, they had a little bit of a head start. And they have this sort of, like, dazed, just sort of, like, frantic, again, just, like, frantic movement, and they managed to just sort of, like, zigzag almost in this, like, just with this alarming sort of clumsy grace. They managed to actually put some distance between
Crit
you
and 1 with the reroll with my willpower.
What is this?
Dex athletics.
Yeah, I heard crit 1, and I'm sorry.
Crit. I have crit, 1 crit, and then 1 just regular onk.
Oh, okay. So
1
two again. This is the classic, like, they're about a block ahead, turn the corner, and, like, jump a fence. Roll again. Ashley Dame now in a dress definitely not, maybe designed for diablerie, but probably not designed for a chase scene.
Okay. That's 1.
would you like to willpower that?
I only have 4. And I have 3. I used 3.
All right. Save the willpower for another day. This is
Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it?
I mean, Sam's already used his power of car.
Yeah. Of car. Of car. Yeah, you know what? I'll use one more willpower. I'll use my last willpower.
Good. Now the conversation with PKJ happens. And you're
Great.
drained of your willpower.
All right, that is 3.
Perfect. All right. They jump the fence, and you do one of these like a parkour style, like sort of like, like you sort of kick off the wall, leap up, and you just soar. And that ragged, feral look that Ms. Dame had for a moment there that reminded us all there be monsters here, sort of like takes over a moment in the evening as she sort of like sails with this predator's grace, and you land on top of your quarry. They roll over, and you see them hit their phone real quick, and they're looking up at you, heaving heavily. Looks like kind of like a college kid, you know. He's got a beanie. He's got a beanie, like a Chicago Bears beanie on. Wearing like a sort of like beat up pea coat, jeans and a t-shirt. Blood's kind of coming down from his forehead. How hungry are you? 0 hungry? That's right. You're 0 hungry right now.
She's good. She's composed, baby. Who are you?
No one important. Tom.
Hi, Tom. And she is going to turn on presence. Aw. Hi.
I'm just trying to think if you're I didn't believe it. You're a fucking monster, he says, and then you turn on awe, and he's like, his breathing
sure
slows
about
a little
that?
bit. His breathing slows a little bit.
What did you just do?
Took photos for someone, and
Did you
sent them.
send them to someone?
I did.
Who?
Some guy. He hired me. Said wanted me to follow. And
What does he look like? It's okay. Tom, correct? It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you.
I don't know. I'm already kind of hurt. Car crash.
We'll fix that. I promise.
It's horrible.
I have a first aid kit and something that will definitely fix you right up.
Yeah. He I don't know.
What does he look like? White, African American, Hispanic.
I mean, he's like kind of remind me of like Christian Bale, like pretty in cheekbones, kept his hair really nice haircut, and kind of kept his hair back.
Did he give you a name? A nickname?
He said his name was Tom, like me. Coincidence, right? Go ahead and roll. Because I always love to make etiquette more. You can do an intelligence etiquette if you'd like, or you can do intelligence. It'd be a recall type thing, so it'd be intelligence investigation, or even intelligence streetwise would work because technically people's reputations and so on.
She ain't got no streetwise. She ain't on the street.
I'd say American Psycho bail. American Psycho Christian. Yeah,
sure. Jesus was Caviezel anyway. They're the same person. It's fine.
Well, that's the thing is Bat bail is like sorry. He did for his Bruce Wayne. He did draw off of his portrayal as a Christian.
Crit is 2 or 4.
You need 2 of them together, and then it becomes a 4.
Okay, so 4, 5, 6.
That's fucking Son Newberry. You know it.
She's going to stroke his face, kind of clean up the blood, and then lick her thumb.
If I weren't really terrified, I'd be kind of into that right now. I'm not gonna lie.
And she's gonna just lean onto his chest, kind of do this type of situation. I simply adore you. I think you are going to be my new friend.
Okay.
The first thing you need to do, though, is to give me your phone so I can get you a new one. I probably broke that one.
I mean, it's a burner anyway, he says. And just kind of fumbles in the dark and kind of around on the concrete where he must have let go of it.
It's fine. I can get you a new phone.
He hands it to you.
Pay it off right. So, Tom, you're a student. What do you go to school for?
I'm tech school. Land surveys.
Land surveys. Interesting. I know quite a few people in the real estate business. I'm sure you can get a job right away. So, Tom, and she's going to kind of slither off of him and stand up and kind of do this type of situation down to him. What do you say? Can we be friends?
He takes your hand. I mean,
bites him, makes him her new fucking toy.
Did she embrace him or a ghoul? I'm sorry.
Ghoul.
Okay.
No, she's not embracing shit. She's ghouling him.
Ashley,
I have that extra dot.
God damn.
My second ghoul, kind of died. So
Even keep that one.
I might keep this one.
This one sounds useful.
I love a good land survey. It'd be very useful.
Sounds creepy when you say it that way.
Yeah, I was like,
phrasing?
Oh, no, that's the whole point. Yeah. So, and she carries him after she does the the first bit of ghouling. It takes a little bit. She knows this.
Mm-hmm.
She's had over a decade of doing it.
Yeah.
So, Tom, I'm going to take you home.
So he's essentially smacked out for a little bit. you know, it's like you have to give him some kindred blood, and
Yeah.
so and he's like kind of woozy and stuff like that. He's like, yeah.
We're going to take you home. We're going to patch you right up. And you'll have a new phone.
Yeah.
You can call me. Oh, I forgot the name that she's been using this time. Unprepared.
Josephine?
Wait.
Was it Josephine? I was
No.
trying to remember the one at the bar.
You can call me Amelia.
Oh,
Dubois.
Amelia.
Okay. You got the land surveyor Tom Morris as your new ghoul.
I love this. New ghoul.
For all your land survey needs, just call
And
Tom.
she's going to take the phone. Is it usable?
Yeah, he sent a essentially
I wasn't sure if like anything got cracked.
he sent a video video off, and you can see what video he took, right? It's like the most recent thing in the phone. And you can see it's a video of you committing diablerie.
See you soon, son.
Oh. This is the kind of fight and kind of
Escalade, that
battlefield.
Escalade.
Season 2, baby, we go fucking hard.
So like Sam is like you know, he's got like a sham cloth, and he's out like you know, sort of like peeling chunks of Toyota Corolla out of the out of the grill, and I was like, oh,
We have a new friend. Meet Tom, Sam.
he is he ill? Does he
He's
require a hospital?
recovering. We're gonna take him home. Not my home. Now we'll take him back to his place, get him cleaned up, and we need a new phone for him. So
absolutely. Well then.
tell Sam where you live, darling.
Oh, I live at he gives an address. Got my roommates, you know.
That's fine. You just had too much to drink. You got into a car accident. It's okay. It happens.
I mean, I haven't really been drinking.
And
apart
then
from whatever that was you gave me, what was like? Why? What
she's
did she
gonna
give me?
turn on cloud memory. You got into a car accident, Tom. It's okay. We are taking you home, and we're gonna give you a new phone. My name is Amelia. This is Sam. Don't worry.
It's really nice.
We're gonna be good friends.
I didn't hurt anyone, did I? I didn't.
No. You pulled out in front of us. That's why that's why we got involved.
Oh,
okay.
Are you okay?
We'll have. Yeah,
you're really
fine.
nice. You're not. You didn't get hurt, did you?
No. We'll get your car towed, and you know what? We'll get you a new car. We hit you.
You hit me. I'm sorry, but I was drinking. And
it's fine. No one was hurt.
That's good. But I feel, is this blood? Is that...
Yes, you hit your head on the steering wheel. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll have your original car towed. We'll get a good price for it. And
I think I bit my lip too.
It happens.
Ashley used gaslight. It was super effective. Oh my god. I miss playing a social vampire. Social kindred are great. Just like dominate and
presence and
yeah, just totally take over. All right. Sam gets in route to Tom's apartment, which he shares with a couple of folks. And we're going to take our last break of the evening before we get back to the violence.
Hi, kids.
So, venture with the Gaslight OGs.
It's true.
It's true.
Gaslight, the Venture superpower.
Girl boss, baby.
Yeah, Gaslight girl boss. Bam, 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 bam. Air horn goes off. All right, everyone. Yeah, we'll be back about give ourselves 5 minutes. Remember to hydrate yourselves, do what you got to do. We'll be right back, and then we'll see if Rory gets riddled with bullets or not when we come back.
Fuck.
of bullets.
She's wearing.
I'm the bullet sponge. Thank you.
Machine gun au gratin.
Machine Gun Sasha.
Close enough. No, it's fun.
Right.
She has celerity.
Mhm.
She's also frenzied. So,
Well, she has fleetness, I think.
no, I have blink. I have straight up
Yeah.
blink. But I'm also no, I have. Look, that just means. Which one is it? No, blink is different. Blink is just GTM phone. Which one
Rush
is
Job?
it?
Rush Job
No,
or
not.
Weaving?
It's not. It's
Or
not
Blurred
Rush Job.
Momentum?
Not Rush Job.
No, it's weaving, isn't it? I think it's weaving. I don't remember off the top of my head though.
Vampire with this power moves fast enough to perceive projectiles such as throwing knives or bullets
Yeah.
as slow and can sidestep them with
I'm gonna get
leisure.
leaving. Yeah.
No, I took blink for a specific reason. I don't remember why.
Look, why wouldn't
It's for moving. That's fine.
So speaking of massive people, Rory's the first one to emerge.
Yep. Decision for mid.
And it's not like they all exactly open fire perfectly on you. Because it turns out there is fire as well. And you're a cold body, which is actually what they call you. And so but you can't use thermal to stare into a fire, so that doesn't really help them right here. So the fire in this case is helping you both. You are going to roll a willpower because it's a lot of fire.
Yeah. What is my willpower? 6.
Okay, you're fine. So you can.
No, I haven't rolled yet. I was.
Oh, I thought you got 6 successes. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. You're like, you're doing great. What fire? Owie, neck.
3.
You're still doing fine because the difficulty is 2 or 3.
Yeah.
All right.
I like fire.
You're fine. So yeah, you are my active vampire, so I will give no, because they're essentially waiting. So you come up into the room that is fire. What are you doing? With an understanding that when you breach they have a gun line. They are going to open fire.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. The idea was to come up, trying to figure out what's up here. So.
Yeah, two SWAT vehicles.
Fuck.
A handful of I thought I mentioned that before. Yeah, like 2 SWAT vehicles, a handful of first lighters.
Trying to figure out how fucked we are.
And a storage shed that is on fire that you are now in, like the epicenter.
Holy fuck it, duck. Yep. I mean,
you chose this.
I did, yeah. I think ideally, it would be rise up enough, see this, go back down.
You can do that.
Yeah.
That's an option. Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Before you sort of enter their sort of gun line, like their field. Yeah. Okay. You sort of like scout it a little bit, see, and
there's a metric fuck ton of them up there. We got to figure out where the back exit is. We got to get Sasha out of that.
She chose
Is there
this.
any way for him to try to do that? Because Sasha, as far as she's concerned, is trying to get a job done and is tunnel visioning. Because I'm willing to spend willpower to like
You can
step
suppress
out of
it.
it momentarily.
Yeah, you can suppress it to gain
But-
control.
Okay.
Well, why don't you ROLE play for me? What do you say to Sasha? You got a frenzying Sasha who's like lapping the blood from the neck hole of this person.
Sasha, God damn it. Sasha, we got to go. Gotta go.
But wait, what's happening?
There's like 3,000 assholes out there. Where's the exit? How do we get out of here?
Okay, so I will spend that one willpower when Rory says, like, there's people outside, like lots of people outside.
Mhm.
So I will suppress it momentarily because that's the best I can do, right?
Yeah. Yeah, until you come out of it fully, which requires some rolling as well.
Okay, so.
But I'll let you. Yeah, I mean, at the bare minimum, you can literally just, as written, just ping. You suppress it for an action.
Yeah. I will.
Where's the fucking door?
Show them where the secret back exit is. I guess that's what I'll do.
Yeah. So it essentially dumps you out into a separate. I'm
gonna grab the heart on the way out.
Good. In the chaos, Damon has disappeared, by the way. Like, you've lost track of him at the explosion.
How did he was, well, hopefully he's okay.
Well, last you saw, he was kind of comatose.
Yeah, exactly. He was comatose.
I have a question.
Pull it away.
I have a question for you. Just for flavor, you don't have to say yes to this. But in my moment of temporary clarity, do I happen to see on the ground like the necklace that Zorn was wearing?
I'd say yes.
The aquamarine necklace. I scooped that on the way out.
Okay.
Also, when she goes back into it, do we need to be concerned about her trying to eat us?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you absolutely.
Yeah, if you're the only
do.
if you're the only things around, you're the things she'll try.
Well, in that case, once she shows us the exit, and I'm just going to, because I still have telekinesis on, so just going to float Sasha behind us. Exactly.
I'm
down.
So it actually spits you out into like a underground tunnel initially, with some ladders that pop you up in a couple different places. Now Sasha doesn't necessarily know where all of them go, but she gets you to the underground thing. You can just sort of gather by proximity that one of these, the closer ladder, is going to spit you up in a different storage unit that's essentially flanking on the rear flank of this ambush. So the ambushers can become the ambushed if you so desire. You can also, like, you can kind of continue down the way.
Do we GTFO or do we turn this thing around? I know what Sasha wants to do. She doesn't get an opinion right now, though. Okay. Well, then, all right. Fair enough.
You put me down. I swear I'm gonna get you.
I love you too.
Your intent was already stated. So Ben Zahar does like. Zoran is not at a lack. He does not have a lack for attaché cases. So like you kind of like rolled up the bloody like tech ninja suit and gauntlet
No, yeah, we did not want to
into
forget
one of the
that
attaché
stuff,
cases.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
Two
you
sets of
can record should you
nerd
Ben.
weapons.
Oh no, the other one's ruined. You could get the gauntlet is yes, you can get the gauntlet and
No, his suit's fucked.
no, but the
Sorry.
gauntlet you can have the gauntlet, but
The suit's fucked.
probably about it.
I fucked it up.
The harness, the power harness, the face mask with the rebreather. Yeah, it's all.
I
fun.
destroyed. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I got excited. It was dinner time.
It's all proper fucked. Like
It is 10 successes fucked.
oh yeah. Ag damage.
Oh yeah, ag 10 ag damage fucked.
Well, how do you want to do this?
Sasha's still floating.
Oh, you sure? And you just
Put me down.
well, it's technically to like carry Sasha if she's unwilling. Although if you want to min-max it during her suppressed moment, she can, as a character, voluntarily fail to save as a player. You know, even though in character she's talking about it.
Can I just let this happen because it's funny?
Yes, as a player, right now you can let it happen.
Right now,
because you're suppressing it.
But Sasha is not happy about it. But I think this is hilarious, so I'm gonna let it happen.
Yeah. So it for now. The problem is when your frenzy resumes, there's no way you would let it, and then you would get your rolls to break it, which is where your +2 save against it from frenzying comes in, and all kinds of shit.
Yeah. No, for now, this is
So,
funny.
I can't hold her forever.
Like Anne's letting
What do
it
you
happen,
do?
but Sasha isn't
Yeah.
because it's funny. And then frenzied Sasha definitely won't let it happen.
Oh, she won't. You have like.
Has Ben told us his name yet? Have we done? No. Okay, I didn't think so.
You heard his name.
I heard his name.
You know his name.
No, didn't Ben introduce himself just by his first name in the warehouse? I'm pretty sure he did. He's just like, I'm Ben, like totally casual.
Zoran referred to him as Ben Sahar. He was like, "Holy shit, is that Ben Sahar?" And like, yeah. So there's, his name, but he hasn't introduced himself.
Yeah. All right, Ben. What are we doing?
All right, you're doing what now?
You're gonna go up. Are we gonna sandwich them?
Oh my god.
I mean, tactically, okay, but sure. There's a lot of men. All right, yeah.
Has Ben Sahar encountered Dragonfire rounds yet? Okay. Oh, I suppose that would.
Oh, see, look at that. The role play. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. Also, if you die, like, your shadow is totally unleashed, right? Like, it kind of wants you to get fucked.
Oh no. Hey.
Right.
Would you like to share with the audience? Would you like to share with the audience, or keep it between us? That's your call.
Oh, this is fun.
Let me pull your character sheet.
I was right. Ben Sahar is practically a god.
Delightful.
No, Ben Sahar is the prison for a god.
Shut up. Shut up. I still believe Ben Sahar is practically a god.
All right.
I mean,
while he's going back the other way, I'm gonna get into a position to fastball special my girlfriend at first light.
Wait, are you official? Season 2? Is it official?
Season 2, it's... I guess we are.
You're going steady at the pace of a telekinetic railgun. Like... All right.
We'll figure out the technical details, but it's literally been 2 weeks since the first time they fucked, so...
and if she doesn't die, you also have some like a hard conversation. I imagine. All right.
Well, I mean,
All right. So, Benzahar, do you take any do you do any preparation or whatever? Okay. So you rouse for toughness, head toward the door, and then you can see Rory that Sasha's like losing herself. The willpower she had to like help you escape. It's you can see it sort of.
I may not have time to wait for Ben to get in position. Yeah.
Ish. It's
the signal is shots.
Mm-hmm. Well, now seeing through the smoke and fire is difficult. Are you looking through shadows though? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You actually. So one of the nearest shadows would be this sort of like, like sort of like essentially like one of the scouts, right? Mm-mm. Oh. Yeah. I would say that their SWAT vehicle casts a pretty nice shadow with like a good radius for you to like sort of step out. I'll let you go ahead and as a player character who is now about to ambush the ambushers, you can go ahead and give Rory the signal, which is I would imagine is the screams, the horrible screams. Okay.
I mean, I guess that was pretty cool. I get points for that. All right, Sasha. Think missile thoughts.
Oh no! You better roll good for this. Fuck.
All right, so roll your telekinesis attack, quote unquote. Oh yeah, my favorite quote of not just this season but last season as well is "I'm going to fastball special my girlfriend." Rory Cassie, like,
oh my god,
like the gaslight. It was super effective. Was pretty good, Ashley. But like, yeah.
Oh my god! If she ends up in some fire, you know she's gonna be so upset.
That's on a bestial failure.
All right, we're gonna rouse.
Okay.
I let
Do
Michael
get
get away
I am
with
now
it.
at 4 hunger.
Oh. Hey, I don't know why you're.
You are not gonna keep that ninth dot of humanity, bro. You are. That's not happening.
Yeah.
I am not. Yeah, not yet.
Hey, I don't know why you're hiding behind your girlfriend here, when you could be getting your hands dirty yourself here, Rory. Your beast's voice in your head.
Seven. Yeah.
So this is against defense 1, quote unquote, because you're ambushing somebody. So that's the equivalent of 6 successes.
Can I do something before
I was thinking that you should get to roll acrobatics or athletics or something as you're like.
Okay.
But you wanted to do something. So what's your idea?
So I have a question. While I am being telekinesis off to wherever, before he yeets, do I have time to prep? Like in my temporary moment of clarity, do I have time to activate an ability or like prep myself as he's like, I'm gonna yeet you now? Do I have time or I don't?
What ability? I would think no, because you're using a lot of your willpower to
Okay, fine.
do this and pick up you picked up the necklace, and you had to like be aware of your surroundings, and I feel like it took a lot to do that. That being said, and your frenzied state, if it's a physical related discipline,
I was just
you
gonna.
would
It was
activate it anyway.
Toughness.
Oh yeah. No, as you hurtle
Okay.
through the air, you would activate toughness because you're a feral monster, like a terror laser, like going through the air, about to eat everybody.
Great.
Yeah.
So I activate toughness and I go back to 4 hunger because that's a thing that happened. Athletics.
We'll fix that soon. Yeah. So you can roll an athletics.
Is it dexterity or plus athletics? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They don't have a separate acrobatics skill in this game because why would you? So you can So yeah, you can roll in athletics, so strength or dexterity, dealer's choice, and it's essentially like as you hurtle through the like what posture, what do you do? Yeah, 3 successes. Rory, how many successes did you have?
Don't know.
I have 7.
In the spirit of a fastball
7, yeah.
special, it is only appropriate that it is a combined dice pool.
Nice.
It's good.
And so you're essentially like hurtled through the air at like, of course, the guy who's he's one of like the conscripted, local, because it's not all First Light directly. They got their own shadow games going on too. Like we get a flashback to him as like you're like flying through the air in slow motion, unbeknownst to them yet. And he's like smoking a cigarette.
Like a cannonball.
Yeah, he's smoking a cigarette with one of like the newbies. Some local FBI or whatever calling us in on some raid. I don't know. I guess like a meth lab or some shit. Whatever. It's my last day. I don't have to worry about this shit. It's my last day.
I'm gonna eat that guy.
Tomorrow.
Jeez.
I'm gonna eat that guy.
And then
no.
And then just like just through the air, you land on this guy, and I'll let you take over the flavor text as you resume frenzy, pretty much mid-air, activating your toughness, and yeah. So you can flavor text.
I would like to specifically his last day. I'm just gonna land on this guy and.
All right, tear out his throat. All right.
Yeah. So another strength plus.
I think
strength.
we did that part.
Yeah, we did that part.
No, it was athletics, right?
I think.
Yeah, athletics and we can do athletics and strength. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I did the athletics and dex, but is that?
Yeah, that was
the
aiming,
bite?
Yeah, that's going to count as the bite. I was compiling.
Can I do
incorporated? Yep.
Okay, can I do a brawl? Can I do a brawl for the bite? Because it's.
I'll allow a brawl instead of the athletics. All right, how about that?
Okay, perfect.
But you're taking away your 3 successes and you're adding this in instead.
Oh yeah.
And this is against a defensive 0 because he's being surprised.
Okay, that's 4.
All right, that gets us to the magical number of tearing his throat out. He is fully dead, just completely in midair. You like rip out his throat and smear him along the side of the SWAT vehicle as you just like as your momentum carries him like into it, and just he kind of hits and there's a little splatter, like a little Rorschach test design as you sort of.
Did I land in the middle of like 20 people?
No, you slammed into the vehicle, but like your momentum's going to carry you in a direction. It's not like you were perfectly flush with it, so you sort of like smash and drag along it, and just like you do land along the middle of like 3 people. Used to be 4, but the other one's a smear now.
Great. I guess that's my turn.
That's the surprise, essentially, and then party to the surprise. You got the Ben Sahar just received the signal, so he steps out of a shadow.
Yeah. do I I guess
I think I might have lost
after
Scott.
I guess after a round I get to
I
split
gotta
more
refresh.
hunger.
Excuse me.
Okay.
All right, Shadow Man.
Yeah.
What happened?
He has to refresh.
I'm back, but I'm still not seeing Scott's phone. Is it busy? What happened?
Obfuscated.
Mm-hmm. What's going on? And we're just getting to like the really good stuff too.
Yeah.
All right, I think he's refreshing now.
There he is. He's back now.
Hey, all right.
He was gone for the stream. Like I could see him here. He was just gone for the stream. All right, cool. All right, you're back. What do you do? That you just got the signal.
I'm gonna activate Daunt and I'm gonna start chopping.
All right.
Instead of blasting, we're chopping.
All right. And then I started blasting.
And so I started chopping.
All right. You step out of a shadow. I'd imagine like the opposite SWAT vehicle, just so you have like again like a pincer stuff. They have to divide their fire. Where their gun line is set up, it's actually like you have sort of attacked in such a manner to use these SWAT vehicles as cover.
Yeah.
From them, because if they're using it for cover one way, then it operates as cover the opposite way. Anyway, from the full force of them, and go ahead. You can take your pick. The rookie.
I'm just gonna start
You'll
with
be
whoever's closest.
that same conversation. Yeah, it's my last day. I've seen everything. It's okay, Rook. Been through a million of these. You'll be fine too. As you step out the shadow and chop at him.
12 successes.
That's against defensive 1. So, in what way do you mangle this poor bastard?
Oh, we go like neck all the way to the groin.
Yeah. So he basically splits in half, and the other guy on the other side of him, like his partner essentially, who's his spotter or whatever, standing next to him, just like sheer terror as this person splits open, and we see Ben Sahar standing between the two halves.
Holy shit. Okay.
And so that's the surprise attack, quote unquote. Y'all can go again as everyone's like stunned in various states of horror.
Yeah, so I guess we're here now.
And we'll just go for just to kind of keep the rhythm. We'll go Rory, Sasha, Ben Sahar. All right.
So the firing line is a bunch of dudes. If I don't know, put a fireball in the middle of that bunch of dudes, would it not hit my friends?
You could hit like a sort of a clutch that's sort of like the forward advance group. Like you kind of took out the rear flank of them, and you're currently in the thick of the sort of like rear now 4. There's a sort of an advance of 6. You could probably get about 4 of them with a fireball without your friends being even close to danger.
That sounds like a good plan.
Okay.
Fireball the van.
Not gonna rouse because I'm already at 400. No thanks.
Fuck it. Live dangerously.
Yeah. Not yet.
We already are living dangerously. What are you talking about?
Nice. Why do you...
Rory actually wanted to run away.
I did. I wanted to leave.
Sanctity of human life or something like that.
Well, they gave it up when they attacked me.
Well, I mean, no, I don't disagree. There's just a lot of them. That's my real concern. I'm spending willpower
Don't they know who they're attacking?
A god, apparently. They should have studied up.
Disappointing. 4. My dice are mean today.
Just for simplicity for me, I'm gonna still do the defense of 1 because like fluid motion and all that, and you kind of like lobbed a person, and you could have already been kind of like, doing the fireball. Oh, that gives me an idea. Have you ever seen Outlaw Star? One of the low-key best anime around. So like,
been a while, but some yeah.
Zoran gave you his guns. What if fireballs that you load into bullet shells? Like cast.
That's for another day. That's for another day.
Cool.
Like in Outlaw Star.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Like
don't give him ideas.
We've already talked about this.
Splendid.
This is just coming back to you. Every wizard has a fireball.
Everything is a fire. Sasha's not happy about that, by the way.
There's no problem that can't be solved by fire.
I was listening to a song by Coma Christ saying violence solves
problems,
everything.
Maybe. Can't
Oh,
solve
it can be solved.
relationship.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right.
Want to solve relationship problems with fire? That worked out so well the first time.
It did, though. He got laid.
Violence solves everything.
It wasn't thanks to that fireball.
It didn't hurt.
The fire did,
No thanks
though.
to those fireballs. Oh!
You're fired.
No, just
Didn't even ask if they taste like cinnamon either.
get out of here. Shelly looks so unimpressed.
No, fire sauce. Tough for taco.
Oh, I was gonna say when she fires on my balls, but
Get out of here. I hate you all. Why are we like this? So
You just followed your lead.
All right. And you're up. You're essentially attacking what's the 4 in the rear guard, and there's 6 in the foreguard. Okay.
Fireball.
And you're somewhere in the melee. It's just a whole scrum, right? It's just sort of breaking down. The gun line's been broken from behind. The front gun line has been exploded with a fireball, so everything's breaking down into just like a mosh pit.
So
of bullets.
That's what makes your clarity good again.
I am
Instead of being shot by
literally
15
losing.
people, you're now going to get shot by 1 or 2.
I am literally losing my shit right now, right? So I couldn't activate Daunt while I'm trying to do this.
You can activate Daunt because you can activate a discipline on your turn and still do your action. If I read the rules
correctly. the frenzied part. Is it? Just
Daunt is. I think Daunt is too.
Daunt is too scary.
Yeah, Daunt. I don't think you can active. You know what? I'm gonna give you Daunt for free because you're frenzied and you're scary. It's just gonna be on because you're fucking terrifying. Okay.
Great. I'm gonna continue eating. Okay, so the guy that I grabbed this last round, do I get any blood from him to?
I'll give you.
My
You
hunger?
you can slake 1 hunger, but I wouldn't keep eating while you're about to get like pistol whipped and shot at and stuff.
No, that's fine.
I just take your 1 drink and then throw the dude
Next
or
one.
use them like nunchucks or something. I don't know. Whatever you're gonna do.
No, I can't. I'm not really good with.
Stop being a spoiler, Andrew. Don't tell people what I'm going to do.
Okay, so I'm at 3 hunger. I am going to. It's melee, isn't it? If I try to use a guy to hit a guy. Is it melee? Yeah. Can I use brawl? I can't use brawl, right?
I'd allow it to be a brawl because it'd be like you're grabbing them and like smashing them into somebody. Yeah.
Okay, I would like to pick up this guy and hit a guy with another guy.
So a person is not designed to be used to hit another person, so I am going to impose a -1 dice pool penalty.
Okay, +2 from frenzying, -1 because he's a guy. Okay.
Yeah, so you're still netting a +1.
You need to take a specialization in hitting a man with a man.
I don't have.
Look, you could special. Yes, you can specialize
melee.
in Charles. so that you could hit Charles with Charles.
No, she
Go
specializes
back
in
and watch
proxy
those, by the
weapons.
way. They're
No,
horrible.
I'm gonna put points in melee, but you're gonna love this. Hold on.
Your memory of the Juggernaut bitch videos is way better than what they actually are. Do not ruin them by watching them. I did that.
9 successes to hit a guy with another guy.
Yeah,
Alright,
hit
now
a
he
dude
can
with another dude who's pretending to be
It's a
another
crit.
dude.
It's a crit too. I rolled like 2 crits.
This is a messy
So it's
critical
a crit.
then? Is it a messy critical?
No, it's just. Oh yeah, it is a messy critical. This is so
Jesus.
great.
Just 2 men who are now missed.
He's
So you know
not
what Knox
missed.
Rocky, you guys
It's
know? You might want to ask them to get rid of these tree cameras.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying.
Sasha's just.
To be fair,
Out
the
of her
street
mind.
cameras have a really hard time seeing Ben Sahar. I know he's Bali and not La Sombra, but he's carrying
I'm not
some
talking about
baggage.
me. I'm talking about the girl who's chewing on people and swinging people around.
It's true. She is.
So,
In her defense, it's been like. What?
There's no
40 years?
defense.
Wild.
She's simply riding the wave.
No, I was gonna say in her defense, it's been like 40 years since the last masquerade breach. Gotta reset the counter. It's been 0
reset
years.
the clock. Idris Elba walks in, like, reset the clock.
No, no, that other masquerade breach. It's been like 40 years. She's overdue for one.
All right, so I'm gonna say the one dude just happens to take he does take two damage by the dude who is the weapon. Oh wait, no, you hit him with the corpse, right?
Yeah, the dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay, cool. All right, then the full force of the damage will go to the other person because physics or whatever. It's magic. I don't have to explain shit. Vampire just ate somebody. All right. Yeah. So you hear bones cracking as the other dude begins internal hemorrhaging, coughs up some blood, and staggers back and falls to the ground. With his compatriot's corpse on top of him. He's still alive, though. There's a lot of damage, but... What's that?
It's just Romy talking to himself. Like, oh God, run away.
Ben.
I'm going to cut along the equator and bifurcate the next gentleman.
Roll.
Okay.
So brutal.
9 successes.
All right, he's going to try to defend himself.
And then there'll obviously be the sword modifier added any.
Plus 3 in the case of this blade.
Yeah.
He gets 1 success. Yeah. I thought I thought somebody actually stood a chance of not dying in one attack from Ben Sahar, but that didn't happen.
Not mortals.
Yeah, he's okay. He's cleaved in twain.
And as soon as I finish doing that, I'm gonna activate Daunt, and I'm basically gonna like.
Well, you already had Daunt on. You're good.
Yeah, now we're gonna go Daunt around and smack some more people.
Ben Sahar says, "Fear me."
Just we
Yeah,
do the,
Daunt's-
are you not entertained?
Yeah, Daunt's
I am
on.
absolutely entertained, for the record.
All right, now they get to go.
This is
So
bad.
the one on the ground under their friend is going to try to just pull out their sidearm and empty a clip into you, Sasha. Their shots go wild, like hitting the tin and stuff like that, as they're just like frantically just sort of spraying the area. I didn't even roll for your daunt to see if they could shoot at you to begin with, because they rolled so bad anyway. There's one other person next to them that sees you. They are not equipped with the fancy stuff. So they're going to go to empty some bullets into you, but first they have to beat your daunt. Difficulty 2 on a resolve composure. They don't. They're stunned in fear. Ben Zahar, the two on either side of you have to beat your daunt to attack you. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. So the 3 remaining rear guard are all essentially stunned in fear. Well, 3.5-ish, because the one's like, currently being crushed under his guy. Like, it's ulting. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I did math wrong. I did do math wrong, because we had retiree and newbie, and then we had the equator. And then we got 1 on the ground, so it's... Yeah, so there are 3 of them. I'm sorry. 3 of them... one of them shoots bullets, 2 different stunned. The foreground, then I'll just roll over 2 of the failed daunts to the people in the foreground.
Okay.
So then 2 in the foreground are stunned. Leaving us with 4 to actually try to maybe do something. 2 of them are going to shoot at Rory, who has cover. -2 on their dice pool. You might actually get shot by one of the 2.
Okay. Then I will.
The other one's bullets just riddle the siding of the shed you're in.
Alright, this dice pool is mostly hunger dice.
Isn't it a fun feeling?
Just 12 successes on
Shit.
all.
Falls. 2 successes, bestial failure.
Tie goes to player.
Okay.
All right, and then of the 2 remaining, one's going to shoot at either of
The bullet goes right.
All right, but first I have to beat Sasha's daunt. Wow, these dice. 2, Tie goes to player. And then with a critical, and solely because of the critical, getting 4 over versus the difficulty 2. 1 human manages to shoot at a god. You're not ready
that's
for
gonna
this,
work
Ben
out
Sahar.
great for him.
Oh, baby! I got 4 successes.
Sahar's
He just does a short burst at Ben Sahar as he's sort of backing up toward the fire shed.
Ben Sahar is so godly, he just makes the bullets turn around and just be like.
So your defensive action.
No, I'm just gonna take the bullets.
So 4 plus, in this case, it's a SMG, so it'd be 7 total damage.
I'll take 3.
Okay.
His toughness.
I like how he says, "I'll just take 3."
He's like, I can't be bothered. I love the energy.
That is some BGE big god energy.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Your pitch to me was a Has-Been Hotel, so I got to check out the Has-Been Hotel character you're talking about to really. But I'm digging the Ben Sahar, the return, the sequel. Ben Sahar, the sequel.
Hey, this might even be better than the original. Ben Sahar 2.0.
I guess it's
upgrades.
Rory, top of the line.
Yeah. Those guys I fireballed. What are they doing?
They kind of began to spread out and stuff like that. Yeah. Except for the 4 that got stunned in place. Sorry, they got fear stunned in place.
Oh, I guess it sucks for them.
Yeah. All right.
What's the fireball count? The fireball count's 2, 3. How many do you have?
Second one. I don't know how many he rolled for the
I had
evening.
3. I have 2 left. I'll have 1 left after this. 2 more. Give me dice. Oh god. flipping bitches. Or extreme bitches. It wasn't what's going to happen, okay? No, we're just going to... That's one success.
Why
My
do you
dice are
guys
awful.
suck so bad?
Mine have been rolling pretty bad too, honestly.
Like 8 fucking dice, one success.
Well, they are stunned. So what's the fireball damage? I'm sorry. Is it just straight successes, or?
I think it's what do we?
I based it a little bit off of some existing blood sorcery abilities, so I think it might actually just be your straight successes for it.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So they all take one.
It say on here, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was fucking disappointing, and I'm just gonna like duck around the corner so like, no shooties, please. I felt that bullet like right here. Like, hi, buddy.
I mean, sorry, man. Don't know what to tell you. A very frenzied Sasha.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Every time you say I have a question,
frenzied,
something ridiculous happens. Go ahead.
Is it within my frenzied state, without any sort of potence ability to just flip a car? You know, like how someone would just rage flip a table? If the car's nearby, could I just flip
you
a
would
car?
definitely potence to flip it just
Okay,
as part
I don't
of
have any potence. I was just wondering if it was. Every time
rage
I think
flip
of
a
something
table,
ridiculous,
absolutely.
rage flip a car, not so much.
Like rip the door off of one of these, perhaps with like a really solid strength test. Like, but remember, you rolled
I feel like
absurd to kick the door off of one of these
I
before.
rolled like 9 or 10 successes that one time.
Yeah, it was absurd.
Okay. No, you know what? Actually. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna... No, I wouldn't use the gun. Not while I'm frenzied, right? Or could I? Could I?
I don't think frenzy gunning is a... Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I mean, a baby can use a gun just by being a baby. You know, that's the beauty of guns.
+2.
Are you saying guns are for
for
babies?
being frenzied?
I'm saying guns make it trivially easy to kill somebody or hurt somebody, but
Yeah, I would like to continue tearing people's throats. Or one person's throat. Wait, is the guy that I hit previous round still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah, he's pinned under his purse, and he just like emptied half a clip.
Yeah, I guess always double tap, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Anyway,
Or bifurcate people.
let's make sure
Gotta be
this
sure.
guy's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rip
so
head, cause damage.
In what way are you trying to finish him? I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Like, are you stomping on him? Are you punting his head? Like, what happened? Or you're just rolling first and then telling me?
Okay, I haven't told you, but I'm trying to think of the most outrageous, most ridiculous way I could do this. No, I'm gonna try to like rip him in half with my pure physical strength. Just like
All right. So
so
he's currently like rolled over and trying to like crawl out from under his friend and crawl away from you. You just sort of like chase after him, and
I'm glad
That's
I'm
some
not
Evil
seeing
Dead
this.
shit right now.
Yeah.
I rolled all right. Not as good as the previous ones, but I rolled 7 successes.
hey, that's not bad.
To
All right.
break his neck or whatever.
So that's gonna become 5.
Okay.
He had three dashes left on his stuff. Yeah, so your 5 will take care of the 3. Your 5 remainder. You don't. It's not like enough overkill to rip him in half. It's more of a like snap his neck and feel some of his ligaments and stuff and tendons start to stretch and pop.
Yeah.
He's definitely taller.
But is he a baller?
He's dead. Like you, and like and now and somewhere deep in your frenzied brain, you're like, man, maybe I should meet somebody who has potence. And no, I don't know.
Maybe you should have kept potence.
No, it's fine. She doesn't know what she's doing when she's frenzying.
No, this is as advertised. This is perfect.
I learned from
Ben?
the last time.
I'm gonna rouse to heal the damage I took, and I'm gonna go cut the guy who hurt me because you can't blemish this shit, man.
Yep.
So I will get hungrier. And we will commence the chopping.
Okay.
So I'm currently at 2 hunger.
Okay.
10
You're a
successes.
fucking weird dude.
It's 2, so 8 successes plus your
He's
weapon
about
differential. He's chopped in twain as
I
well.
need Scott's dice. This thing is fire. Listen to my shit.
Yeah.
Scott goes. 10
He does
successes.
one of those like classic.
Like,
He does one of those like classic like no, and like you chop through his fingers en route to chopping him in half.
Or you just need Andrew to roll really badly when you hit them. And then it makes any dice
That
look
too.
good.
yeah. But what dice are saying?
I mean, yeah, rolling 1 success is not great.
Yeah, there's no way that's ever great.
That's
for
not
anything
statistically
else.
average.
All right.
Scott just called you average, bro.
I said he's not statistically average. He's
Oh,
below average
not.
right now.
Well,
I'm going to
That's-
do a real quick. So I've got 3 remaining on the. I'm going to have them roll just against your dots, just real quick. All right.
both.
I
Less
just kind of
scary.
rolled. They like the sort of like the 3 that were kind of floating in the front, the one 3 of them rather on the front line, just kind of like as Ben Zahar sort of like comes around the one side of the SWAT vehicle, they just kind of like just basically turn, tail, and run. They're just starting to like flee. One of them jumps in one of the SWAT vehicles, but unfortunately has to come dangerously close to Sasha to do it. So Sasha, there aren't attacks of opportunity, but I'm going to call this a frenzy of opportunity.
Like the monster wants to eat.
Just help him into the car.
Yeah, I'm just going to. I'm gonna rough him up. That's what's gonna happen.
Is that what you've been doing? Is just roughing people up?
Yes, roughing people up for dinner.
Roughing
hold
people
on.
up. These people look like they got into plane crashes. Roughing them up a little.
Like just a little,
They would
just for fun. Yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this guy before he escapes. That's
Like just with
if I
the
can do
car
it-
door or something. Like just start slamming him in it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
I actually rolled pretty
That's
good on
5
this one for
5 successes. I didn't roll so great.
All right. So you got 2 higher. He had 2 remaining on account of some fireball damage. So he does this thing where he's like looking with like the other 2 that are just kind of running down the sort of throughway there, and he looks at them running, and then he looks at the thing, and he thinks he's gonna chance it. He thinks he's like, you're kind of preoccupied with like trying to rip a guy's head off and not kind of succeeding, right? Like, and so he's like kind of does one of those things back up against the thing, and he runs for it, and you catch his leg as he dives into the vehicle to stop him, and then you just drag him back and just start slamming the door along the way as you're pulling it back until you catch his head, and then you slam it just those extra couple times to punctuate it. So 2 ran or are running. The remaining 3 are going to try to pass some daunt checks as well. So I'm going to go with one of them's just going to shoot at Rory because that one's just kind of going to be maintaining fire. You have a nice little like gunslinger battle going on here. Ooh, 4 successes against Rory. Wait, I got to re-roll that.
Doesn't he?
He does. I'll just take away 2 of them. So 2 successes against Rory. The other ones have to beat their daunt. So 1 try to beat a daunt. Tie goes to player. 1 try to beat a daunt. And I'm sorry, Sasha, you're getting shot.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay. I got 2.
Tie goes to player. So you managed to like kind of like sort of
again
like
2 and it's just, I think it's because again it's the same. It's like bestial failure there again. It's just taunt bullet. Why? Is this
They're like on either side of your head, like
yeah.
So Sasha, you may need to roll a defensive action as like one of them does manage to sort of.
So I do get a defensive action. I'm frenzied, right? Like I'm preoccupied.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to.
In fact, you get +2 on your defensive action while frenzied.
Right. That.
Provided it's physical related. It's not like you can
so
come
they're
up with
shooting
the perfect
shooting at me.
defense.
Wait, they're shooting at me.
Yeah, one of them shooting at you. Okay.
So toughness is active for the scene. What am I doing? I know what I'm doing. Is rapid reflexes?
You're good. Yeah, you can get bonus dice.
Okay. I'm sorry, my brain is. It just. What does that mean? There's no penalty. Does that mean I get celerity added?
It means that you can roll at full bonuses to dodge bullets.
Oh, okay. And that would be athletics.
Once per round or whatever, you can add your celerity dice to it. I haven't read it in a minute, but I believe that's how it works. And hey, look, you might as well add them in right now because you can.
Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
You're fine. Yeah, you just like you die. You just like it's kind of one of those things where like you just sort of like move your head and then it like planks off the walls, and then you turn, and he's just like, oh shit. Top of line, Rory.
All right. This guy has shot at me like twice.
Yeah.
So and almost hit me twice.
Yeah. For sure, he's gonna get you the next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna help him run away.
Mm-hmm.
And just yeet.
All right. Yeah, so your telekinesis is already activated, but you still, when you use it on a living person, you have to roll an intelligence plus blood source. And they get a resolve plus something.
What?
Incantabot. Meanwhile,
man.
Yeah.
3 bestial failure.
Mm-mm. No, you're fine.
Okay.
By 1.
So
now, the damage was a complicated formula. That equates to he dead. He's already taken like some fireball damage, and you just like launch him through the sheet metal, and he just goes limp in it.
Oh, whoops.
I mean, I guess you could launch him down the thing. He's not dead, but he's
He's
depleted.
escaped. He's
Yeah.
not
But
on
I think
his
half
way
his-
anymore.
Well, it was more to like just down the street, so he's probably just like road pavement. Like
Yeah,
road skid.
he's a smear right now. He's not like
I was like,
as
Yeah.
turbo dead as other people. He's technically just at the depleted level, which means that he's like in a coma and stuff. So I'll let Rory keep the peace of mind that guy like might pull through if he gets medical attention. It is your player's intent that he's not, ripping people's heads off and chopping them in half. So it's more of a like he's knocked unconscious type thing. Heavily damaged with internal bleeding and stuff. But
I wasn't trying to not hurt him.
I mean, you're still throwing a guy, and he's hitting terminal velocity with his own body.
You need to leave now. I'm done with this. Go
All right,
away.
which leaves 2 engaged. Look at that, and 2 running. And it is Sasha's turn.
Right, one last one for the road. Can I try to bite this one?
Of course.
Is he? There's still something salvageable to snack on.
Oh no, he's
I
like
messed this guy up.
apart from like a little bit of like fireball shrapnel, he's largely intact.
You muted yourself.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna.
Unmuted.
I can hear him. He's
Oh,
good.
I
I'm
accidentally
gonna.
muted him.
Good job.
How dare you?
I am going to one last snack for the road. Cause why not? Oh shit! These dice are fire! I uncursed my dice. Wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 successes.
Flavor text. How would you like to end this person? Because they are ended.
I'm just gonna take a chunk out of their neck and
Yeah, we go zombie film style. Yeah. All right.
She is wearing so much blood. She looks like
Carrie.
Carrie. Yeah, that's the reference. She is wearing so much blood on her. She doesn't even care.
Oh yeah. No, she's so many jugulars and high blood pressure tonight.
I have a question. How much hunger can I sate from that? Because that's the important part.
I'll give you 1.
Okay, excellent. Perfect. Good.
You'll be at 2.
She is just perfect. Excellent.
Ben Sahar.
We'll do one more chop for the road.
For the road.
All right.
Road chop.
All right, here we go. I'm feeling it. This is the one. Nope. I got 2 successes. I was
You keep
feeling
shaking
it.
your head, so I'm not going to tell you how many I got.
Enough?
Yeah.
Is it enough? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's my highest roll of the night.
Would you like to... How many, actually? I must know.
14.
17. Oh. I mean,
Man,
that's
those are-
a lot of successes.
Those are Dante numbers for not having a bond to your blade, man. That's pretty good.
That's because I crit after a willpower reroll.
Nice. Yeah. Would you like to, as part of the killing stroke, throw your Gladius into the back of one of the people running? Because you rolled so many dice, I'd let you do it.
Why not?
Do it.
Okay. Just like
The best part about a Gladius is that it's like a chopping weapon, so it just kind of just bloody chunks stuff. It doesn't really stab.
no, it's just like it just like flies and just like it catches into this guy's back and he goes down too. And then there was one just kind of like getting further away. Though I suspect you both have blink, don't you? Does Sasha continue to slake her hunger, or
Well, okay, so she's no longer like super hungry. She's at 2 hunger, right? But she's still the fury frenzy, right? She's still very much like in the middle of rage. So
Yes.
I don't know how to necessarily play that out, but she's probably still just trying to, destroy. She's got problems and she's taking it out on this dude.
You're taking it out on this dude, in which case, okay, I was asking for the simple fact of, so Benzahar, do you want to blink after him en route, pick up your Gladius, and finish off the one
I don't have
away?
celerity.
Oh, you don't?
Mm-mm.
No, so Sasha
anyone-
would be the one
That was
to
Damon.
do it.
Top of
Sasha
the line.
does have blink.
Well, so top of the line would be Rory. Rory, you
I
have
have
one
fleetness.
running away. Huh?
I have fleetness. So
Yeah, you can chase him down.
I could.
You want to let him go?
if you let that one go.
Yeah.
You want to catch
Yeah,
him?
You
it's
let that-
probably a good idea. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. I'll have to fucking rouse. This is where it's gonna get bad. This is where I'm gonna break bad, and it's not gonna be good. You have to rouse for this power.
Buddy, it was like bad about 13 homicides ago.
I did not get hungrier. All right, we're good.
He didn't. Okay, but he didn't commit any of those.
I'm just saying it's been bad.
Definitely
Yeah.
an accessory to a lot of murder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
He's pretty.
He's the hero.
He's the
Hero.
main character.
We'll chase him, and I want to just grab him telekinetically.
All right. You just kind of like give chase, and for cinematic purposes, I think that looks a little bit like you kind of like run and slide into the opening, and just like, and this might be a ye old reference, so very few people might get it because they might not be as internet old as me. But you crush card him basically, just like, and
I am, in fact, as internet old as you are, so.
you know the crush card then.
Yeah, I know the reference.
Oh, so good. So you just like crush card him, and like it's at that point I think where you sort of like grab him telekinetically, and he's just sort of like lifted and halted in place, and we see the look of pure terror on his face, and that is where we will call it for the evening. As and I'm gonna give this to you, Marie, as Sasha sort of regains her composure, having slaked some more blood,
And
from
killed
the
a bunch of dudes.
Like it looks like Carrie just standing there with Benzahar walking slowly towards his Gladius, or towards the Gladius, and his shadow stretching from the streetlights impossibly long into an irregular, quite frankly, demonic shape. Like it doesn't look like he looks. It is this gnarly, otherworldly entity is what the light shows it as. The characters in the scene don't see it. We the audience and or in our like, because your characters from your vantage point, you'd like a shadow, right? Like there's no way. But our cool cinematic, like sort of wide view of this like almost alleyway type shot, we get to see it.
Sasha is just like, she's blacked out, right? Like she's when she was frenzying, it was like a total blackout, and she's just starting to like regain her senses, and she's realizing little by little that she is covered in blood. And yeah, that's the image we are leaving her at. She's looking for Rory and just kind of disoriented for a moment as there is a pile of dead bodies around her.
Barely remembers. Like the one who she like killed with a car door is like, well, killed. He's like just kind of like has like labored breathing. Like he's not gonna make it. Like a lot of them are in various states of dying too. Like they're not like the one whose head you tried to rip off but failed at. Wicked dead, actually. Like you overkilled him. I think one of the hardest.
Yeah, and she just
and we're gonna get one last shot of Ashley in the vehicle, her getting her response to the text message she sent. See you soon. Or sorry, be seeing you. And it's like, and seeing is like spelled with a C. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like be seeing you.
Like a bee emoticon.
Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world.
Welcome to the end of the episode.
Cheers, everyone.
Hey, I know who those guys are. St. Pete by night. Thanks for the ring.
Unbelievable!
Unbelievable.
We just finished a very unhinged session of
Unbelievable!
You just missed.
So
Yes, there was a lot of violence.
The best part is that Ben's not going to be like that every episode. I've left it up to
Sasha.
chance to whether Ben or Mithras is in charge.
He's gonna roll
yeah,
for
no,
it.
it's
Oh
great.
boy. Okay.
That's fun.
Hey, RP, shout out, RP on point. Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it, Scott. That was dope. Just like,
Yeah.
I don't run from weaklings or whatever. Love the energy. That was dope.
That was pretty good. Well, yeah, we're ending over here too.
Shout out to the Raiders and the new followers.
Yeah, thank you.
As the crowd died, Meth looked more and more dejected. Like, fuck.
I'm like, oh man, now I need to now I need to run for another whole hour anyway. I rated.
Do we want a post-credit scene for like 10 minutes just to entertain the crowd?
Ooh, yeah, I'll play we'll take song requests and stuff.
Maybe we'll go. No, maybe we'll. Well, I mean, yeah. I don't know.
In that case, I have a suggestion for another World of Darkness raid. Hey, yeah, throw it at me. I'll
yeah,
let's do that.
The party.
Yeah, let's keep the
Wait, let's go. Where are we going?
The pain train rolling. And as you hit me up with that suggestion, I want to do like your real quick outros here and yeah, we'll start with Shelly.
Oh, hi everyone. I've been Ashley Dave. My name is Shelly Von Miller. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Shelly Von Miller. I'm about to play a Thirsty Sword Lesbian next Monday. Sorry.
Perfect.
Stay tuned on the socials. And yeah, Ashley just got a new goal and she just pissed off a lot of people.
Typical Ashley.
Typical Ashley.
She got a new goal. She diablerized her brother. You know, it was she just became Primogen.
Yeah.
It's been a busy night for Ashley Dame.
It's,
Ashley's actually winning if you think about it.
That's true.
Apart from being caught on tape, committing diablerie.
By another Primogen.
By, another Primogen who would be angle shooting for some leverage in politics.
Just wait till Ben declares practice.
Oh no.
Oh God. Ben or Mithras?
Mithras? I don't know.
Ben.
Stay tuned for the rest of season 2 to find that out.
Yeah. So this has actually been our season 2 premiere, I guess, and it was a wild one. Speaking of wild ones, Michael, how's it going?
Hi, yeah, I am Michael. I have been Rory, who now has 9 humanity.
Did he manage to keep that technically? Come on.
Ish, yeah, we'll allow it. I'll allow it. Are
we going to review the tapes?
I'm not going to nickel and dime my players. I'm usually pretty overt in being cruel to them.
This motherfucker right here has 9 humanity.
The party's on a race to 0. Meanwhile, he's going up, and I'm wondering why he
Golconda, baby.
like why he associates with you nerds.
Because he gets laid.
Because he hit it and he cannot quit it. Yeah.
It was too good.
Like, is it that good? Yeah.
Golconda, dat ass, Golconda.
I mean, I do have a specialization in that ass, so I don't know.
Wait, hold on. The higher the humanity, the better that ass.
That's true.
It's easier to rouse, as it were. Hey,
with the thumbs up.
Because the blush of life. Yeah,
it was already pretty easy for him. What are you talking about?
Speaking of his lady love.
I'm still not done. You can find me online at Sub-Zero Jalapeno. I'll be there's the Beacons, and I'll be Power Rangering tomorrow, and then also again on Thursday.
A lot of Power Rangers.
Yes. So much Power Rangering. So
many power, so much Rangers.
Yeah, we're absolutely unhinged. So speaking of absolutely unhinged, how's it going, Anne?
Hey. Fantastic. Hey, hi, I'm Anne. You can find me on Twitter at @exo_girlwonder. I do a lot of stuff. I post about it sometimes. I was playing Sasha Dawson, who absolutely completely unhinged, spent most of the session in a fury frenzy. Rode that wave all the way to the healthy amount of bodies killed. That's great.
We'll have to check the tapes for who killed the most. It's pretty good.
I feel like Sasha got a head start.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
That's the only reason. Honestly, I feel like Ben in the overall could probably kill more than Sasha and probably packs more of a punch.
That sounds like a challenge.
No, it's an acknowledgement of the fact that Ben Sahar is practically a god.
In his own mind.
And Shadow.
Ben is Shadow.
I am low-key a Ben Sahar stan, okay? And that may or may not be because I watched some of Milwaukee by night.
Yeah, cool.
Yes.
Go in the YouTube. Look for it, because it's there. Ben Sahar, practically a god. There's video evidence.
Let me guess. Did she play a Torador in Toronto?
Toronto door.
If you need an evil guest vampire or a good guest or any guest vampire whatsoever, Vancouver by night, Anyway, did you plugged all your socials and stuff?
Just follow me on Twitter.
All right, and then speaking of following me on Twitter, bad segue game, continues. How's it going, Scott?
I just played Ben and continuing my murder spree, and largely because Ann and I made a deal last time where she said guaranteed need violence. So I was like, all right, we're sticking to guaranteed violence.
Okay. Me and Scott, we're violence buddies, man. Damon and Sasha had a thing. Teamwork, man. Scott's my favorite person to do violence
said,
with.
Man, we should probably leave. In my head, I'm thinking, yeah, but I made a deal with and we're going to have violence. So we're going the other way.
I'm very proud. That actually that worked out nicely. I'm very pleased with the violence. And if anyone wants to, just a little tantalizing bit. So Ben Sahar, you'll notice my really high and technical graphic skills there. Formerly Damon Dietrich, Ben Sahar has been crossed out and Ben Sahar's in there because at the end of season 1, his former character was used in a ritual to bring back Mithras, which is something from the Milwaukee by Night game. And now Ben Sahar's here, and Mithras may or may not be locked in his shadow. And that's
what I'm gonna find out is when we get done. So like in the Sabbat campaign, like joking about being a Zametan and all that stuff. What I'm really gonna find out is when I get to the end of all of Andrew's games, I've been a Malkavian the whole time. Each character is literally just a part of my Malkavian.
That bullshit.
Betzahar is just actually a Malkavian, and it's
I am
funny.
taking a totally unrelated note. Pardon me.
I'm gonna find out by the end of all of this that I've been a Malkavian the whole time.
Sasha
Oops.
has a lot to unpack. Maybe after she showers and gets rid of all the blood.
I don't know. I've been reading about my
was-
Zemi stuff again, and I'm like,
So hey, ST, who have you been?
Your Zamisi stuff again for yeah.
that's why I said I like that shirt.
That's a good shirt.
Who you been?
Me, I have been Mephisto, the magical Mr. Mephisto, that is, if you're not into the whole brevity thing. I am obsessed with all things spooky and all things storytelling. I am a variety streamer and mental health visibility streamer, although the variety has been a little lax of late. I've mostly just been streaming Vampire the Masquerade, but as life comes back together here, I hope to be playing more spooky games again and doing other things as well. For any of that, you can of course follow this channel because follows are free, and those that a follow will let you know when I go live. Or you can follow me on the social medias at Mephisto Mori. I haven't really been doing the social medias that much lately, but I'm on all of them as that. I usually have one that I pay attention to at any given time because my brain can't handle more than one. So yeah, thank you all for rating us. I'm sorry you caught us right at the tail end of all the epic violence and the pretty great drama at the beginning there too. But now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and raid Macabre Derek.
I think he went offline just now. Sorry.
Void Doll is Void Doll.
Who am I? Void Doll is who I'm doing?
Yep.
It's D&D right now, but they do Vampire the Masquerade as well.
Look, I might love other games more than D&D, but I'm not one of those jerks who like gets all snobby about what RPGs people plays. Love what you love. It's and you can't always help what you have access to. So just whatever, unless it's GURPS or Bessem. Big eyes, small mouth. Oh, that's a deep.
That's why I feel bad for Beast of Chaos players because now they don't have AOS anymore. Oof. Now they have to be old world players and hope they have old world meta.
Why are you coming at me, dog? Half my shelf over here is Beast of Chaos, right?
I do.
The other half is undead, everything, and demons.
All right.
Mine's all
nonetheless, thank you so
much for
doing it.
Anyway. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next Tuesday. Same vampire play, same vampire time. Remember, drink your milk, pay your taxes, be excellent to yourselves and each other.
And kill the first light.
Oh, yes, and kill the first light. That's right.
Except for one.
You torture one. Come on, guys.
I will be doing no torturing. Thank you very much. Exactly.
All right. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next week.
I'm just gonna Darth Vader him until he goes to sleep.
Give it to Ashley.
There.
Rory has a blood-covered girlfriend right now who's probably has a lot to kind of